Wait, what is Spruce?
He's a wood elf because
He's
he's
a
born
rock
in the
star.
woods with the Fae.
Okay,
Fae.
all right.
Wood elf with Fae ancestry. Oh, that's roll call. It sounds like creepy music, yeah?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
ooh.
like it.
Bruce
All
is
right, is everybody here?
also Bruce
Oh
is
man, I
also
gotta open up
hurt.
my stuff. What am I right now? A saber tooth?
Yep. It's going to be Haliax,
Okay.
Holden, Sphinx, Alisaria, Nebuchadnezzar, Griff, etc.
Oh, good old Nebby. Hold on, I forgot about him.
Never can never.
What is
Nip
he?
and Nebby.
By the way, I like fucking
Wait.
hate
Is there
hate
is
this
I
there
game.
love him.
is there a
Oh,
mummy
that's what
lord
he is.
now?
No,
Not
not
yet.
yet.
Oh, okay.
There, there,
I just heard Nebuchadnezzar.
no, there is a beholder though.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
Whose
Oh,
name is Never Can Ever.
okay.
So
What was
we
our
got
what
that
was
going on.
our what was
His
our
brother,
old
Never Have I
Oh,
Ever.
was it Holden the Beholder? Our first one.
No, the last beholder's name was Gary.
Gary. That's right. Yeah.
We went for a more fantasy tuned name for this one. Less of a Gary, more of a Never Can Ever. You know. All
Never
right,
have I ever.
yeah, never have I ever can ever. All right, are we ready? Is everybody ready?
Think so.
Think so.
Ready.
Already. Welcome to the world of Veranos, a world currently in crisis as it is assaulted by another realm. But a brave group of adventurers and their allies are determined to see this threat vanquished. So we pick up once again on our little time travel endeavor, 9 months before technically the current events of our campaign. Where first the monk Ray used a wish spell to travel back in time, attempting to save his wife, and also Jenny G, another the daughter of another party member, from terrible fates that had befallen both of them. Ray was mildly successful, actually quite successful in part of his objective. He did manage to collect his wife and former self, as he thought hiding them away in safety. However, it would seem that evil powers had their eyes on him the whole time, as one of the first people he met after traveling back in time, a man named Phineas Longfellow, claiming to be a patron of the arts, a professional patron and a well-traveled adventurer, who was one of the first people Ray encountered upon returning to the past. Phineas was putting together an expedition. Normally, I think Ray wouldn't have given a shit about this, but it just so happened that Jenny G was going on this expedition. So after hiding away his former or the younger version of his wife and himself, he joined on this expedition. And you guys had sort of a mixed bag of an adventure. I think the group didn't necessarily gel well. There was a lot of suspicion, a lot of conflicting points of view, and then you also had a monk who didn't say anything and just stared at the Aarakocra girl the whole time, which is cool. But after some harrowing experiences and a series of tunnels where you're looking for a magical flute, the party dealt with intrigue, not necessarily betrayal, but kind of betrayal, as well as a few guards. They found the body of a dead sphinx and also a live sphinx, apparently guarding the prize. After encountering this live sphinx, whose name you've known to be Teardrop Muse, you answered its riddle, but instead of being given your prize, it was then that Phineas sort of revealed his true intentions to the party. He had already been here, he had already had the flute. He apparently put this whole expedition together just to sort of get Jenny away from everybody. And he knew that Ray was from the past, and he leveraged that knowledge against Ray, him, and Teardrop Muse to force Ray to turn on the rest of his adventuring companions. And Ray, seeing himself as having no choice, went about the dirty work of murdering his travel companions. However, it wasn't long after he got started on this work, there was a bright flash of light in the room, and a group of well worn adventurers, high level adventurers, the party's main characters, showed up, having wished themselves back in time 10 months to chase down Ray because they were unsure what he was going to do. This obviously turned the tides of the battle greatly in favor of the party. But it wasn't but moments later that another flash of light occurred, and the Rakshasa Warden Gamzee appeared in the room with a retinue of cheese elementals and pepperoni gold, ready to attack because the party had wished one of their members away from the possession of Warden Gamzee, who wasn't happy about this. And that's how we end up with the Klusterfuken of a map we have here. So there's a lot of elements going on. There's a lot of different factions involved. I would take just a moment to point a few things out that I think are of significance. The first is these there's around the room, these little green lines or blue lines. Those are portals that opened that the Rakshasa came out of with his cheese elementals. They are currently still open. They are portals. You can, if you really look through them, you can see a jagged, burnt landscape of, well, looks like a lot of sausage.
Wait,
Maybe some aged meats and fine cheeses.
Wait, hold on. You're saying those little lightning bolts? That's what those are?
Yep.
Okay.
Those are like open portals to the elemental plane of savory flavor,
Okay.
from whence the Rakshasa Roard Gamzee hails. Speaking of Roard Gamzee, he's been trying to track down Holden. However, last turn he attempted to plane shift Holden back to the savory plane flavor, and instead plane shifted one of his golems, or one of his elementals, because he rolled in that one, and he's a goofy guy. The sorcerer Nugbug summoned a beholder to the fight, Nebuchadnezzar, who's just been laying down hurt, not necessarily damage, but just the anti-magic cone has been devastating to your opponents. Phineas summoned an ally to battle. God damn it. Phineas summoned an ally.
Like?
What's that?
Nebuchadnezzar.
I hate you. You serve me. I'm just kidding. Phineas summoned an ally to the battle. Now, the character Phineas Longfellow, nobody from the higher level party recognizes him. He wasn't at the Aggie fight. He wasn't underneath the tree in Bjork Park where you fought, Dr. Boxo and the elements of the Cult of Neverending Music. He wasn't present at any of those major events. Who was present at some of those events? Sargoth, the haggard old wizard who showed up, the mortal enemy of Wraithmon. It would appear that Phineas and Sargoth were in cahoots together the entire time. Because of this, Sargoth knew where Ray had hidden the younger version of himself and his wife, and Sargoth showed up to the fight with them. Ray's former self lies unconscious on the ground, and his wife stands, scared and probably very mind-controlled, in the middle of this maelstrom of combat and violence. What's your question?
Clarification: When you say in cahoots, you mean they're sleeping together, right?
Yeah, they're fucking. They're not.
Yeah,
Well, I was gonna say they're not boots,
That's
but I don't know
what
if everybody would
thought.
get that reference. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the content you're bringing right now. It's really good.
That's what
No.
I wanted to clear up. That's what I wanted to clear up.
Okay.
You guys
and that's
were
it,
okay.
In the most recent, that's what we're here for. In the most recent moments of combat, one of the cheese elementals climbed on top of Nebuchadnezzar and used a cone of cheese on several of the party members. It was then put to sleep by Nebuchadnezzar and fell off of him. Alisaria is still a saber-toothed tiger, correct? That's correct. Alisaria is still a saber-toothed tiger. Currently, nobody is unconscious except for Ray's former self and Peepop, who is around a corner, hidden away from everyone, unconscious after the Sphinx's roar brought him low.
He's just taking a nap.
Do
He's
the kids out there
Be
still
alright.
know what saber-toothed tigers are? Do they still teach that in school? Like,
Did
I
you
would
wake
assume
up
so.
today and choose violence, or what? I just don't understand what's happening.
I mean, how
Really
else
don't.
would they know what a
I'm
saber-toothed
confused.
tiger is without the reference of Power Rangers?
He
That's
had to
fair,
make a
actually.
grand entrance back into the game.
I think, yeah. I think it's important to teach kids about extinct animals that don't matter. No, they matter. I'm just kidding. All
Google,
tigers
show
matter.
me saber-toothed tiger. Like, in the past, I would have to go to the fucking library, look for a card to tell me
Use
what
that
book to
stupid
fucking look
system that Dewey made.
at.
I'm gonna count talking about saber-toothed tigers as your action. Okay, we pick back up. Haliax.
Well,
It
you
is your
see,
turn.
a saber-toothed tiger, kid.
Oh my god.
Alright. So...
Hey. There is something
History
worth noting.
abridged about
You
saber-toothed tigers.
You are under the effects of this anti-magic cone. Your belt is not working. Your axe is much heavier than it normally is right now.
Why? Why would that happen? That's
Because the
not-
beholder's looking at you. James brought an anti-magic gun into a mage fight.
You'd probably be disintegrated if I didn't do that.
Also,
He
he's got a
does
good
have a
point.
fair point.
Got a fair point. So
I
that's
mean-
sort of the anti-magic cone. The wall blocks the cone.
It's an honorable death, though, right? Yeah. So where's all the bad guys?
So that your
Over
current enemies are
here.
Phineas, Sargoth.
And
Also, there's like
here,
several giant elementals down around the Sphinx. that are,
here.
like, pepperoni things.
There's
Yep,
two
the Sphinx,
here.
The
There's
elementals.
one more
the
here.
golems.
So what you're saying is the magic cone is saving me from Phineas and Sargoth, or I should go after them?
Okay, it is technically, definitely, keeping
I
you guys
wouldn't
alive.
It is
cross
protecting
that
you right now.
threshold. Yeah.
So I
Cross
should
the
not
threshold and
step
ensure
out of
that-
it and charge them, is what you're saying?
So basically, just take the line from this wall, and this is your safety
Certainly
zone right
try.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking. It's
So
a,
what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
saying is I shouldn't leave the safety zone.
I'm not
Confirmed?
saying you shouldn't leave the safety zone. I'm saying you're in
can.
the safety zone right now.
Okay.
You
okay.
can go the opposite way.
This is true.
Yeah, the
My
move.
sword doesn't-
Everybody's been
my-
just fucking
My
tearing the
sword
Sphinx
doesn't
down.
reach that far.
What is
You
the
probably
matter
have to
with
drag it with two hands out of the
Literally don't
zone until your
understand
belt
what is
works
that.
again.
Just don't go over here for now.
That's exactly where I want to go.
Let's see, I
Oh, yeah,
told
there's
you
also
you would have
a-
gone there.
there's
I
an
told
Afridi.
you.
There's an Afridi as well. Then you should go over there.
All right. I guess I'll go fuck up the Sphinx for a little while. Where's the Sphinx?
It's the giant
right
thing.
It's in the
It's
middle of the
literally- it's the
anti-magic
fucking-
cone.
It's right at the note. It's right at the
But
notes of Nebuchadnezzar.
You can what we learned last week because Yugdab and Fetha did this. You can flank around its side and you won't be in the cone. You can still hit the Sphinx.
It can I?
Without
How
being
do you-
in the
what,
cone,
what
'cause
about
the
this little
Sphinx is so
portal
big.
thing? Is that a thing? Can I?
Which one? This one over by Nugbog?
Yeah, that one right there. The one closest to me. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, those are portals to the elemental plane of savory flavor.
Can I like poop on it?
I
But,
mean,
I
you're
mean-
uncertain what effect excrement or any sort of interaction might have with the portal. You could, I mean, yeah, presumably if you like put your butt through it and shit, or shit in your hand and threw it through the portal, you'd be shitting on the elemental plane of savory flavor.
Can I close
Um,
it with a flaming sword?
Maybe you don't
Okay.
know yet. You'd
Okay.
have to try.
Also,
Alright.
don't forget this D-bag who's attacking Holden.
Yeah,
Where is
Gordon
Gordon?
Gamzee's way back
Gordon
here.
Ramsay's way the fuck on the other side of the room. There's like a separate
Follow the
battle going
blinker.
on with
Like,
Holden.
okay. I'm way too zoomed in apparently.
Yeah,
follow the
zoom out
blinker.
to
It's
about.
pretty big.
Wow, I have it zoomed out to like 51%, and I can see most of everything.
Oh,
Technically,
shit.
you're only
Oh,
90 feet away from Holden right now, which isn't even
I
that
am?
far in terms. Yeah,
Okay.
you're on the other side of the room from him.
Oh.
You're
Can
25 feet from
I?
the portal.
Can I? Yeah, oh man, should I just fucking go over there? I feel like I should go over there. I feel like I should go over
Sean, are you on mushrooms? Like, what's
No, I'm
happening?
not.
Done.
there. Alright,
Because
I'm gonna go over there.
You do you, bro, and fuck everything up in your path.
Let's go. Yeah, show me the money.
Yeah, let's do guys. Alright, god damn it, I gotta make a decision. I'm gonna go over here. Fuck,
Okay.
Why can't I move my guy? Why can't I move my guy? What's going on?
You've been banned.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You have control of him, but I'll move him for you. You're moving over there. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. You
Yeah.
walk up to the Lightbringer Eos. And you're
Yeah,
like,
let's just
hey,
fuck up
guys.
some shit. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm here to just slice these little. What are they? Are they little cheese guys? Are they big cheese guys?
These are big pepperoni golems. They are big and hulking, and they seem quite tough. They have like
So-
hard seared skin.
Just so happens I love pepperoni. Yeah, I'm gonna use the little flaming sword axe guy. And
Okay, do you step up next to Iris, like between her and Eos, to attack this pepperoni golem?
Well, I want to step up so I don't slice my friends in half.
Of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good.
And am I still
Everybody likes
raging?
that. Yeah, you'd still be raging.
Am I still flaming on the sword?
You would have to turn the sword back on because the anti-magic cone would have turned it off.
Okay, well,
But now that you've
I-
moved from there, you feel strong again.
I have decided that my word is something new. It came to me while I was since I'm in another dimension, it's gonna be this word that came to me yesterday, and it's God, I don't know, Panama. Panama.
Okay. I love it, obviously.
Yeah, and so he says Panama, and his great axe just flames up really well and good here, and just shouts out, "Holden, I'm coming for you!" And I just attack these little pepperoni fuck faces.
Okay, I mean they're big, but yeah, sure. 17. A 17 is not gonna hit.
Well, that guy's a dickhead. And that's
Okay.
gonna hit.
That'll hit.
30. Ooh, yeah, 30 is gonna hit this thing.
That
Okay.
might hit.
So yeah, you run up,
Yeah.
you scream Panama, and you just
Yeah.
fucking your first attack. I think you're too excited. The first attack goes wide, and the golem looks at you funnily, and you break. It looks at you like confused, and you bring the sword back in an instant, striking up and slicing across its gut. For
Yeah,
how
and
much?
as
damage?
he goes, huh? I just laugh like maniacally, just and then I swing it back.
As you pull the sword up for the axe. You use an axe, right? Yeah. No,
Yeah,
you use a
it's gonna
sword.
be an axe. I don't know.
Whatever.
Got
It's
the
just for
screams
flavor.
out.
Whatever.
There wasn't a flaming great axe. I don't think.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same stats. It's just an axe.
Yeah,
Got
alright,
the
so
screams
some,
out. Get this man a wall of fire.
Let's roll some beautiful beam damage here. And,
We don't need to do war crimes, guys. It's not necessary. All right, 22 damage to this elemental. You see,
right in the Nebuchadnezzars.
you see your
That's the
sword
mouth
strikes
again.
true. You can see the sword cutting it, and that seems effective. The fire sort of sizzles and sears off, and maybe seems a little less effective than you would have liked. But I mean, not like it's still hurt by it. It's not like immune by any means.
All right, and get one more.
Your bonus
Yep.
action rage attack. Let me ask you this: did you want to go reckless on any of these for advantage? 21 hits. You don't need to go
Then
reckless.
yeah, no, we could.
Roll that beautiful damage. As this time, I think maybe you do like, because you're in a mood right now. So I imagine after that upswing, you're laughing maniacally. You do like a full 360 with your body, carry the momentum through, and this time just stab your sword unconventionally, not swipe, but stab it right into the golem's shoulder. Or some damage. 18 total damage, which it takes.
Raw.
Okay.
All right.
Boom. Done deal.
Yeah, that's some golem damage.
Nice.
Can I
Yeah.
eat-
No, I mean,
can I eat
these things are
some of the
pretty beefy.
pepperoni When no, they're porky pepperoni.
You know, we'll say that some of the pepperoni comes off, and you imagine they're like one's pepperoni, one's salami, one's like sopressata. It's like different types of meat.
Ooh,
So a little bit of the
sopressata.
seared meat comes off, and you take a little bite. Roll Constitution. I'm just kidding. It's delicious.
I'm like, someone bring me a cheese elemental.
There's a sleeping cheese elemental feet away from you, right underneath the beholder. It's the last remaining cheese elemental in the room.
Is there bread elemental?
Dip it.
There will. Iris did summon a spiritual weapon in the form of a croissant last episode, but it unfortunately went away.
All right, well that's my turn officially.
And what an excellent turn it was. A little bit of damage applied. As always, some fun flair. Love to see it, Mr. Haliax.
Thank you.
Forget to hail the axe. Okay, Holden, it's your turn.
Okay.
I think I had one. I think I had one legendary action left.
Oh, did you? I think you did. I think I had one left also.
Yeah.
So
I'm
we
gonna
should
go
just
ahead
get
and
those
do
out of the way
that.
now, I think.
Yeah, might as well, right?
Alrighty, so choose your target and then roll the d10 for the eye raid, please.
All right. Target is definitely going to be the Sphinx.
Okay, but remember, the Sphinx is in the Beholder's eye ray. So
Ooh, yeah.
it's probably not going to be as effective as you'd like, so just consider that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot about that little
No, you're good.
detail. So this guy's stunned, right?
One of them is asleep, and one of them's, I think that's the stunned one. Yes.
This one's slowed.
That one's slowed, yeah, exactly.
So I think, yeah, we'll go.
You
for
could
this guy.
also, I mean, And just also to consider, I know I hadn't made a big deal out of them in the previous episodes, but those portals that are open, I think, yeah, it's just, those would be like those could technically be a target too. Not that you would like
Maybe-
damage them, but maybe putting magical energy into them would have some effect.
Yeah, well, I'm
Depending on
thinking
what you do.
Nugbug is standing here, so he probably like inspected this a little bit in the moment. So
Yeah.
he's like, let me take a shot at that. All right, and it's a D10, right? Yeah, D10.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. So with a 10, that's the death ray. So I will say that like with that, without even rolling, with that level of like power, that portal is just dissipated immediately and closes.
Okay. And that's my,
That's good
my
for
thing.
you guys. Okay. The Sphinx is gonna do a little bit of a melee attack against you with his claws. Against the Beholder for his legendary action. Honestly, the Sphinx is probably panicking a little bit right now.
Okay.
In fact, I mean, is it? Yeah, whatever. Just gonna do it. 13 plus. Okay, plus 12. So yeah, 25.
Holy shit. Yeah.
That's gonna hit. And what do we say here? 2d10 plus 6 for damage. Pop, pop. 9 plus 6, 15 damage to the Never Can Never.
That's
Boom.
good.
Legendary actions resolved. Holden, please resume your turn, sir.
Right, so I had dropped gaseous form last week, yeah? Or,
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
Okay.
I'll cast it at 3rd level.
Okay.
Sure, okay, it checked off the spell slot. So, speed is doubled, gains 2 to armor class, advantage on dex saving throws, gains an additional action on each of its turns. You must use the action to make an attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. When the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn as a wave of lethargy sweeps over it. The duration is concentration up to a minute or until I get knocked out of it. So,
Yep.
I think I would like to use while leaving Henry on the ground, use the disengage action. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Let me make sure that measures out. Hold on.
Yeah. 30.
30, yeah. Okay. And that leaves a bonus action. I can move Henry. I would like Henry to attempt to climb onto Ramsey if that's possible. I have
Warden
Henry
Gamzee.
can bring up his stats. They're not super good. It would be kind of a long shot. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely gonna be some sort of roll here. I think that I think that we could roll opposed dexterities for him to like, sort of like not violently, but like just kick Henry away or sweep him off of his leg as he tries to come up.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna get a +3 to this. I rolled a 9, so that's a 12.
Okay. Eldritch Cannon 5e. Sorry, should have had this up already. Okay, here we go.
No, you're good.
That sounds dangerous.
No, there's a thing here that it literally has like its own character sheet.
Okay. Well, I do remember this. I have it actually in one of my books. I can go grab it.
Okay,
Really?
Cannon has an AC of 18, number of hit points equal to blah blah blah. If it's forced to make an ability check or saving
What?
throw, treat all its ability scores as 10 plus 0. Easy peasy, it's because I'm
Ooh.
not wearing my gear, so no bonus. Roll a dex.
You're looking to beat a 12.
I got a 15.
Yep. So Henry climbs onto Warden Gamzee.
And if I can place him, it's gonna be kind of like 4 legs on like the dick and balls, and like 4 legs like kind of wrapped around the ass with the body kind of straddling in between its legs. And then we're going to
Oh,
use
no.
his
Side?
flame attack.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Okay.
So it's
Talk
okay,
about some
dexterity
hot
saving
beans and
throw,
mash.
DC, which is my DC is not very high with no gear. DC 17.
So yeah,
dex save.
I'm going to impose disadvantage here because you did all the climb on and bullshit. So I'm at disadvantage on this. It's +3.
Yep.
I rolled a natural 20 and an 11, so a 14.
Okay, so unfortunately that's gonna fail. So I get 2d8 fire damage. Here's one, and here's the second one. So 6 plus 1, 7 points of fire damage. And
Okay.
Holden's gonna call out in response to Haliax and be like, "Help!" Just like screaming in fear.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And that'll
Okay,
end his turn.
so, well, let me ask you this. So,
Oh wait, no, I actually get more
no,
movement from
no, it's a
haste.
physical attack. How much damage was it?
Hold on. My movement is double.
You get
So
double
it's
movement.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get double.
Or you can keep moving.
1,
Sweet.
2,
How much damage
3, and then I'm gonna go under the cart. 7 points of fire damage.
though? For that.
Like when
Okay.
you said that.
And you're under the
spell,
cart, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like go over here. I can't use anything mechanical because I've already disengaged, moved. No, used his action, and the only thing I can do with my second action is a weapon attack. I don't have any weapons, so I'm just gonna kind of go over to this cart and given,
Okey-dokey.
yeah, I'll go like boom right there. Kind of right in.
Okay.
Nope. The Sphinx is scary.
No,
I'm
don't do that.
here.
And then push you right next to an elemental, yeah. Alright,
yeah.
cool. Well, speaking of scary things, it is the Sphinx's turn. Boy, it has so many cool abilities it would love to use right now, but guess what? It's can't!
Oh no.
I really hate it.
It can move and then do an ability, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I would love to take 3 opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
so much
I know, but
fun.
like earlier in the
Oh,
fight,
let me
you
tell you.
could have been like, "Yo, okay, he jumps over here with the pounce attack."
I know.
You were
Fucked up.
merciful
At
DM.
this point, it's like not good for me. But yeah, the Sphinx is gonna go ahead and freaking attack this beholder. As it turns out, Sphinxes and beholders are mortal enemies, guys.
Apparently so.
It gets 2 claw attacks. These are +12.
Seeming
That's a natural 20 and a natural 17.
Definitely
So
fail
from the
both of
natural
those.
20, yeah, well, yeah, because the 17 +12, so they're both gonna hit. The
Definitely gonna
natural
fail.
20 is going to be 26 plus 15, so 41. 31. No, yeah, 41 damage from the critical, and
Ouch.
then another 22. So a total of
65 or something.
Yeah, it's
Holy
like 63,
shit.
I think. Yeah.
Ouch, Elliot.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we're
the
getting
Sphinx,
there.
I
We're
mean,
getting there.
Yeah, well, yeah. At this point now, like you can see the anger and maybe even desperation as the Sphinx in the Sphinx's eyes. Is it like the Sphinx has been very well poised, you know, even when it roared, it was talking to you very slow. That was no sound. It was talking to you very slow, very calm. But now it's like, you shall not have this place. This is my home, and you're invaders here. This foul creatures. It's just swiping and swiping at this beholder. I think like for flavor purposes, like the beholder wouldn't be considered prone, but like with these attacks, the Sphinx is like driving it into the ground with its claws as it swipes at it. Very, very angrily. Yeah. Think that that's a ton of damage. Wow. Sphinx is crazy. Alrighty, but that's all it's gonna do. I mean, I feel like it's pretty boxed in as far as movement by all of the opportunity attacks that people nearby. And it can't use any of its bonus actions. Alrighty, Alisaria, it's your turn. You find yourself right in the thick of it.
Yeah, certainly do. I guess. What do I got? Gonna claw the pepperoni for snack.
Yeah. That makes sense, because you don't want to fucks with the She's elemental. It's sleeping. Okay, so you're gonna get in. Yeah, Sabretooth. Oh shit. Okay, so 12 is gonna miss, but that nat 20 obviously is gonna crit. So no. Okay, so you get 2d6 plus 5. There's 12 plus 5, so 17, and then plus you rolled 7 on the 2d6. So 24 damage. That's a huge bite onto this thing. You take a solid chunk of delicious charred pepperoni right out of this thing's side, and it seems not very happy as it like slowly turns to you because it's
Awesome.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Okay. Yeah, because the
Bonus-
Sabretooth thing is limited on bonus
Can I bonus
actions.
action as?
I mean, yeah, it's something the Sabretooth could do. I mean, yeah. It depends on what it is. Like, what are we talking
Okay,
about here?
no, I'm talking about like something else. Sorry, I could do.
Yeah. Because this is your druid form shapeshift?
Combat wild shape, yeah.
Yeah, so I think you can still cast spells in your combat wild shape, or does that, I think you're granted that at a certain level of druid. Billy, do you have any thoughts on that?
I cannot confirm, but that sounds correct. I don't know if we've hit that break point yet.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we're low level with these characters, so.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it then, because she's not gonna risk opportunity attack.
Fair enough. Okay. Cool. Boom, boom, bang. Nebuchadnezzar is up next.
Oh damn. All right.
I know. It's gonna hurt.
Let's see. I think it's one action. Yeah. So I think we're gonna use the eye rays. It's gonna go. This one. Oh, is it all one target? Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I forgot I have
No.
this.
What? Oh yeah, the moonbeam. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can move that.
So I think she's gonna realize Holden is a friend, so it's probably gonna go like here to get both of these guys.
Yeah, because you can't. I don't think you can really hit the Sphinx without dispelling it or hitting an ally. So that makes sense. All right, boom. You
Yeah.
got two elementals. The ones facing Iris and Heliax. This is dexterity, Constitution.
Let me roll it. Hold on. Did that cast?
What? Fuck.
Oh no, hold on. I have to give myself a slot. I think. You know what? I casted it at third, right?
Yeah, you cast the third level. I remember that. I just don't remember what type of save it is. There it is. 13 con. Alrighty. These guys get +5 to their cons. First one failed. Second one actually also failed. Wow. Okay.
It's not a
Alrighty.
huge-
Yeah. I mean, they take 9 damage. It's good though because guess what? It's damage. And the one is
Absolutely.
looking pretty fucked up.
All right, cool. That's all I got.
Okay, boom. All right, perfect. And then
Oh,
Nebuchadnezzar.
shit, it's me
So
again.
for this, you're gonna choose the targets and do each ray individually. So first ray, what's your target? Then we'll roll, and then you can go the next one and the next one.
Okay. First ray is gonna go. The guy right next to him.
Okay. +60. That's telekinetic ray. Oh no. So
Oh,
this
dear.
thing's gonna have to do a strength or be moved up to 30 feet in any direction.
Must
Oh,
succeed
no.
on DC 16.
Well, guess
Okay.
what? Let's find out how strong these things. Oh, +7 on strength. These are strong boys. 17 just hardly passes.
Okay, so that's the first.
Yep.
The next one. I guess this guy, because he's right here.
Yeah.
Eight. Petrification.
Petrification ray. Oh no, this is how the other beholder got turned into stone. It got petrified by its own eye beam. So, okay, just to be clear, there's a lot of guys right next to you. So, which one are you using this on? The one next to Alisaria? That's the slowed one, or the stunned one, or one of the slowed one?
Oh, it's already slowed.
It is, but I mean, it's a
I
lot
mean-
less damage than like the other ones.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
that one's pretty fucked up. Okay, oh man, DC 16 dexterity. Okay, let's see. What are we doing with dexterity here? We're getting -1, so this is good. I rolled an 8, -1 is 7, so he's going to fail that. So we'll mark him for 1 petrification failure.
Nice.
Oh, it's going to turn into a stone golem.
And then the last one, I think, is gonna hit this. Yeah. Try to see what happens there.
Are you going to shoot one of the portal? Cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
6 again.
6 again. That was
Telekinetic.
the telekinetic ray. Okay. So with this, I think the portal it gets diminished a little bit, but it's not fully gone. It's
Okay.
like a lot smaller than it was though. It's like half the size. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
And that is good old Nebby's turn.
Good old Nebby's turn. Well, guess what? At the end of Nebby's turn, the Sphinx is going to use the legendary action to attack it with its claws.
Okay.
Because I fucking hate this beholder. 7 + 12 is a 19. Which I believe
Wait.
should hit the beholder, because his AC is 18.
18. Yeah.
Right. 21 damage. As it's seeing the eye beams are shooting about the room randomly. One of these things is getting turned to stone. The portal's diminished, and the Sphinx is just still angrily just pounding away at Never Can Ever. Do you wish to turn him and move the eye beam at all? Or are you happy with its placement?
No, it's in the right place.
Already heard that. Well, that Nebuchadnezzar's turn seems to be over. Griff is up next. He had previously Hunter's marked the cheese elemental that's now sleeping, so he's not going to take advantage of that. He's going to look at Jenny and he's going to go, "You want it to be you or me?" And roll into 100. 368. She goes, actually, okay, so you guys actually, nobody's really close enough. I guess maybe Thanari hears this. They are having some sort of conversation about who should do something, but it's unclear what they're discussing. And Jenny is really insistent that it should be her who does it, and Griff is like 100% against this. So Jenny's gonna roll a persuasion. She gets a +6. She rolled a natural 1. So she looks sort of upset at her father, and he readies himself to do something. Okay. But he doesn't actually use an action on this turn. Boom. Oh, up next is the pepperoni golems. Oh my god, these things are fucked. The stunned one, I think, gets to do a save. Oh my god.
Let me read it. It was a stun,
Yes,
right?
16 Constitution at the end of its turn. So if I pass this, he still won't have a turn, but he'll be unstunned. I rolled a 14. I believe I get a +2. I get a +5. So I do pass that, so he will be unstunned after this turn. But he still doesn't get to do anything. The slowed one is going to look at the tiger in front of it that just bit it, and it's going to attack it.
Is that one not petrified?
Well, so at the end of this turn, wait, is it the beginning or end? I'm gonna look it up real quick, sorry.
Creature begins to
I
turn
failed to
to
save,
stone.
so he begins to turn to stone. He's restrained, so he can't move. He has to repeat the throw at the end of his turn. If I succeed, I'm not petrified. If I fail, I am petrified. So he's going to attack, and then we'll find out if he turns to stone. This is like, imagine his feet are turning to stone.
Yeah, okay.
It's
like
like
that
feet are
moment.
starting to turn to stone. He can't move, but like he looks down at you upset and just makes this like slow swipe. I mean, it's not, it's like still fast, but like this slower swipe like towards you, like in confusion and almost anger. So it's going to use its slam attack, we'll say. Yeah, slam attack. Slam attack. Alrighty, I rolled a 10 + 6 for a 16. Does that hit your tiger form?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, so that's going to be 2d8 plus 5. Those are d10s. Put in that, chef. Thank you so much. Appreciate. Alrighty, the 8. 13 damage there, and he gets a second attack, which is a natural 16. So that's going to super hit as well.
Okay, wait. That took me out of form.
Okay. So your back is
And my armor
Alisaria.
class is 14. Okay.
Okay, so the second one still hits. It'll be another 14 damage.
Okay.
Oh, but well, one action for 2 attacks. Just
Wait, didn't it get
Lily is
petrified?
well, no, it's about to save to find out if it gets petrified.
Oh,
But-
the petrify happened like right before its turn. Damn.
Well, the way it reads, I failed the save, so at the end of his turn, I make another save, and if I fail it, then he turns to stone. So you get 1 turn. Like always, if you get hit by that ray, if you fail the save, you still get your next turn before you
Nice.
find out if you turn to stone. Yeah. But I'm wondering about slow because it says
Mhm.
1 action is 2 attacks, so I still get both attacks because I'm only using my 1 action.
Why did you bring up the word slow? Who is slowed?
The golem that's attacking right now.
If the golem is slowed, it only can do an action, a bonus action, or a reaction. So if your action has 2 attacks, then I think you get 2 attacks because it's 1 action.
Okay,
2
so you're
attacks per action.
You're still looking at 2 attacks per action. So
Yeah,
I believe
and
so.
so if it allows you 1 action, then yeah.
Okay, so Alisaria, you're still looking at that additional 14 damage.
Oh yeah, I took it.
Okay. Cool. And then I'm just gonna roll its save right now. This is Constitution 16. I rolled a natural 3, so it turns to stone
Yeah.
and is considered out of the fight and petrified. Okay, cool, excellent. I guess it got to do a little more damage before it went down. These other 2 golems that are just in the middle of this fight with everybody right here. The one that Haliax attacked is going to attack Haliax. The other one, I'm not gonna attack Iris. She's not here. They're both gonna attack you, Haliax. So I hope you're
Never
ready.
mind. I'm sorry to rules lure you, but James, take your health back. It says on its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it cannot make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn.
That's why I asked.
Yep,
Okay,
sorry.
so you don't have to take
minute.
that second 14 damage. Just remember,
Okay.
whatever damage was extra after you went out of tiger form, Alisaria still takes that damage.
How
The,
much?
the first attack
Okay.
was 15,
I
so,
was
like, if you
wondering
had
about
10,
that. Okay.
and Alisaria still takes 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I had 11, so she takes 4.
Okay, so you can take 4. Cool. Alrighty, excellent. Boom. So these are both gonna pile on Haliax. They're taking 2 attacks each. And then they get the good old.
Bro, this is a rough section of the
Sorry.
initiative, guys. No, it's not your fault. It's just how it happened. But like a lot of stuff happens to us between 13 and 8.
Does a
Yeah.
15 hit you, Haliax?
Pretty sure that's a no, but let me double check.
I'm pretty sure it's a no too. The other one is like a 25, so that's definitely gonna hit. Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, 25, yeah.
Yeah. You take 12 damage from the first golem as one of its attacks slams into you. And the second one hits with 1 attack. Roll a natural 16, so that's a 20 something. 17 damage from the second golem.
What kind of damage?
And then it's like it's bludgeoning, so you can you get to
So just say 17 total, because one was 16, one was 17.
yeah, 17 total. That's fine.
Oh wait, I don't know, 12, 17.
Yeah, I think you would. Yeah, we would take like 6 plus 8, so 14.
14.
Yeah. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Love that. That is all 4 pepperoni golems. It's Phineas's turn next.
Hey guys, I remembered a rule about my character.
Hell
Yay! It's Phineas's turn next. He is going to reach into his cloak. Well, I mean, yeah, Ray is the only person who sees this. I guess Griff sees it too, and Jenny. They both have high passives. But he reaches into his cloak. He pulls out, a small bottle, and he drinks it. And he seems less hurt.
Pussy.
Okay. Yeah.
Fenari screams from behind the Sphinx.
So he heals himself a bit. Boom, boom, bang. He then prepares. Oh yeah, because you can't. Fucking hate this fight so much right now. I just want you guys to know.
Got him.
Well, yeah, he pulls something else like out of his like not out of his cloak but out of his bag and holds it in his hand and just readies himself for something.
The PG
When you
show,
say
guys. Come on.
something, is it like a vial? Is it a wand? Do we even have a chance to see what it is, really?
It's very small, whatever it
Okay.
is. It's not like a vial or a wand or anything. Okay, thank you, Haley
Say
X.
it's smaller
Appreciate
than
that.
average. The item he's holding.
Well, I would say that it's a perfectly capable and average item,
No,
but
trust
it
me,
is
man.
on
I'm with
as
you.
far as items go, it's quite small.
Trust me, I understand
is-
this. I just want.
What is
yes,
happening?
Yes. Okay.
You go
What
on to
is
say the item will grow instead of showing.
Stop!
He's
No,
not technically
he's gonna
showing the
just
item
use it.
right now. It may or may
No,
not
he's
grow
gonna
next
use
turn,
the item.
based on
He
the
has to use the
circumstances.
item before he loses the item. Okay,
Based
The
on
because
the-
if
dungeon
you don't
police
use it.
are gonna show up if there's kids within 500 feet. So, I mean,
Okay, this is inappropriate. Let's
Never
keep
run
going.
away from the time police.
Phineas has something small in his hands. All right, that's
Okay,
all
no,
I'm gonna say
understood.
about
Yeah,
that.
that figures.
Okay. No, I was honestly trying to pull a detail that you would
Okay,
say
this is
accidentally, just through the joke. Anyway,
All right, Peapod. Fucking
All right,
Phil,
let's roll
a
his death
d20.
save. Let's do it.
dude,
You
nat
are
20, nat
you're
20,
at one fail
nat
and 2
20.
successes. Yeah, let's show
Nat
me a
20.
nat 20. Show me a nat 20. Oh, I'm so nervous. What's
Bro,
gonna
this-
It's a
happen?
nat 20!
No, you
It is
fucking
not
didn't.
a
Take
nat
a picture.
20.
Take
Yeah,
a
it's a
picture.
nat
Take a
20.
picture.
It's
Take a
coming.
picture.
It's coming in. It's coming in. Hang on. I
Oh
rolled it.
my
I rolled it
God.
digitally.
Oh my god. All right, guys. Peepop has Peepop has 1 fucking hit point. Peepop, you're up with 1 hit point, and you have your
No
turn.
one knows where
That's
you are.
epic.
No one knows where you are.
Peepop's just like, oh fuck, what happened?
That's
I
terrifying.
remember getting stomped on and just passing out. What? Why is there cheese on me?
You're
What
sticky.
the fuck is happening?
Bro.
No.
Peepop is going to use a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 3 hit points with his second wind.
What? Oh my god.
Can
That's
I
so good.
can I mention something? Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Carry on.
So 11 points back to him. Oh my god, Peepop, you just came back from death, bro.
He's at half hit points now because he doesn't have a lot of hit points.
Well, he's almost half. Almost half.
Oh, unbelievable, dude! I can't believe you just nailed this.
He's just kind of not knowing what the fuck is going on, and he sees like this big portal open behind him.
Wow.
He's gonna look at the portal and go, "This is probably not good." And
You should go for it.
I think he's gonna stab the portal with his magic knife.
Okay. Okay. Peepop wakes up and just attacks a portal. I love it so much. Okay, yeah, you have your dagger of
Venom.
+1. Venom? Okay, yeah. That is magical. Yeah, go for it.
Dagger.
Roll an attack roll.
And he totally whiffs it because he's tiny and out of it.
Oh no.
Well,
Yeah, you did
it's
just
not
wake
it's
up
not a
from death.
challenge. It's not a challenge of hitting the portal. It's about like how much oomph you put into it. With a 9, there's not a ton of oomph. You do see
how-
though that like
And how
I
big
see
your
you,
knife
James.
is.
2 seconds.
when your dagger hits the portal, like you still
Heard.
you still cut through its face, and you see that you see the portal diminish a little bit, but you also feel magical energy run out from your dagger, and you get the impression that like if you did this a lot, like if you held the dagger in there, it would probably drain the energy from the dagger and then close the portal. But it would likely like make the dagger not magical.
Hmm.
So
He's gonna leave the dagger in.
yeah, so you just like we'll say like for your second attack, you just stick it in there and hold it in there. So the portal does shut, but it's just a regular dagger now. No
Did
longer
you
a dagger
ask
of
the
venom.
portal if you could leave it in there?
No, Peepop's
Okay.
not that kind of guy.
Aliax. Oh my god. Peepop should be a better person. First off, Peepop gets to go all in, literally. Never mind. Let's not talk about that. Okay. Good job.
All right.
Peepop. Anything else? You still have movement.
I do have movement. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him yet. We're gonna stealth Peepop, and he's gonna hide even further back.
Okay.
So here's the stealth. Holy fuck! I am not hidden at all. Totally with that. Trips over
Okay,
like
so-
broken shit as he's running away.
Yeah, so you go to hide behind one of these weapons racks, but like you're still a little out of it and you literally knock the fucking rack over. So like Holden, you know, Haliax, Iris, they you guys most of the I mean it's loud as shit. So you guys all hear just like a loud clattering of like tons of things falling on stone like from down the hallway.
I'm picturing
Like as
that,
loud as shit.
that moment
Comically
in
loud.
like a Home Alone movie, or just anyone trying to be stealthy, and they knock into one
Mhm.
thing, and it just starts
Yes.
knocking over every Warhammer like in the room, just chain
Yeah.
reaction.
It's like yeah, the weapon rack knocks over the one next to it, so it
Yeah,
just it's like the fight stops for a moment just because of how fucking loud this noise is. As everybody's like, "What the fuck is that?" Just for a second.
Peepop
Like,
whispers to
you
himself.
expect some giant human being to come running down the hall or something. It's
Yeah.
just little old
Like,
Peepop.
everybody's like, "Holy shit!"
Peepop
Another
goes,
faction
"Fuck."
entering the fight.
He was
And in
like,
fact,
"Fuck."
like then all of you hear echoing down the hallway out into the room, just like, "Fuck!" For some reason, that echoes too. Like you just hit the wrong angle. I don't know. You're facing the wall. Okay, cool. Good natural one.
That's
You think that-
basically all Peepop can do. So he's just gonna end his
no.
turn there.
I mean, you closed a portal. That was legend, but that was it's crazy. Ray, it's your turn. Remember, you are restrained
Yeah, well,
in the Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. If I can,
I'll be
get
right
my
back.
life to
Nice.
I think it was a strength saving throw each turn.
That sounds right. Yeah, it's a strength save to get out of it. I'm just trying to look up if it's beginning or end of turn. Apparently, I didn't have Sargoth's character sheet open. Can't recall. Not one of the spells I'm very familiar with, but it seemed useful. Where is that? I can't even find it now. Sorry. All right, here we go. We're ready. We're boom, 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 boom. The save is strength 18 as an action, blah, blah, blah. To break out, use its action. So you have to use your action to make a save to try and break out.
Okay, so
If
but I
you
can
were to pass, you would still have your bonus action movement and everything. If you don't
Okay.
do that, you're considered restrained, but can still do whatever you want.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna use my action to.
Oh, you're gonna use your key point
Yep.
thing.
No, I'm gonna throw a beat of force right here,
Okay.
which should be. Oh, fuck.
So stupid.
What am I doing? Oh, the ruler. or yeah, okay, that's 10 feet. So I'll throw. Let's see.
Okay.
Is that working? Okay, it's not.
It's been a
Okay,
little laggy
so
tonight.
both of them have to make a dexterity saving throw against 15.
Nope. Okay. Dexterity?
Yeah,
Alright, here goes
dexterity.
Phineas. He rolled a natural 18, so he's gonna pass. And Mr. Sargoth. He rolled a natural 14 plus 3. So 15, 16, 17. So that is gonna also pass.
Okay, so um, so creatures that succeed on the save are pushed away from the center of the sphere
Yeah, they won't
until
take
they're
that
no longer
damage.
inside of it. So they don't.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't take damage.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay,
they
so they're like 10 feet apart now. They're just both pushed a little bit.
so there's just a big ball of nothing right here.
Yep. Well, it's 10 feet, right? So it's like 2 squares. They're actually pushed like pretty far.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, cool. Oh my gosh, that was harrowing because Phineas only gets a +1. So like, I was just like, I have to roll high on this, and I'm like, that was like literally just up to the dice pretty much. Sargoth, he gets a +3 for some reason, so I was like, that's a little better. Fuck, dude, that was not cool.
Okay then.
Not cool. Not cool, Ray. Not fucking cool. My heart's beating really fast right now, dude. Don't do this to me. Okay.
I'm gonna use bonus action to take the dodge action. So that's
That makes
-1
sense.
E. And I'm currently dodging.
Okay. Oh boy.
Okay, and I'll end my turn there.
Yes, you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker and you make dexterity saving. Okay. So technically, just need to check this with restrained. So with restrained, your speed becomes 0, and it says under dodge that if your speed becomes 0, this effect ends. So you technically you wouldn't be under the effects of dodge, so you don't have to
Speeds
do
are
that if
already
you don't want to.
0.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, you can't dodge with 0 speed, is what that means. Like if your speed becomes 0, it would imply that
Okay, so in that case, I am going to use my action to wholeness of body so I can heal 54 health.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, that probably works out better.
Well, is that bonus action or action? Because throwing the bead was an action.
You're right. I'm screwed. Okay. Back.
The bead though, that could have really changed. That was harrowing having to roll those 2 saves. That was
Okay,
not
so for
good.
my action, I'll just I'll
like
try
that.
and get
I didn't like
I'll
it at
do
all.
a strength saving throw.
But that's still your action.
Yeah.
But you use the action to throw the bead. So all you have right now is
Oh.
bonus action.
Oh, God.
Unless you have a key,
Fine.
you can key point to
Right.
do another action, which you might be able to do. I'm not sure. That'd be the only thing I see. Like maybe some of your key abilities might give you some leeway here.
Not for bonus action.
Heard that.
Shit. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed. All right, no, I'll end it.
Okay. Next up is the Afridi, who is right next to you. I had him pulled up, but I didn't bookmark the page because I was like, I should have bookmarked this page. Oh, I wonder if I can link to it from the Afridi bottle. Ah, you can't.
If it's like a monster sheet, if you pull it up with D&D Beyond, it might work.
Oh no, I know.
Oh, the free.
I was hoping I could click the link to. It doesn't. I got
What a
it now.
beautiful name. She sounds nice.
Okay, so he's going to. Yeah, he's going to. Hold on. The Afridi, who is a cool guy, he's going to use his action to cast. It's so not good. It's just not. It's just not. He's going to attack you. He's going to make 2 scimitar attacks on Ray. Just +8 to hit. 19 + 8, 27. 10 + 8 is 18. Think those probably hit. It's actually 13 total damage because I shit the bed on the damage rolls. Ooh. And another 3 fire damage. Apparently, his sword's on fire. So 16 total damage as the Afridi. He goes, I will defend my master at any cost. You shan't be allowed to survive. And he just comes in at you. Remember, the Afridi's super intense. He takes his job very seriously.
Oh, I remember this guy. Okay.
Who's
I
the
remember that.
master?
My master is Phineas Longfellow, the one who summoned me from my slumber.
Sorry, how
Okay.
much? What would you say?
It was 14 + 3, or no, it was 16 total.
16.
Sounds right.
16 2-hit.
No, his hits were a 8. Is like a 23 and an 18.
Okay, the 23 hits, but the 18 does not.
Ah, I see. I was asking you about that, but you didn't say anything, so I
Yeah,
just assumed
sorry.
they hit. No, you're good. So the first one was you know what? We'll just take it in half. Take 7 damage. Or yeah, 7 damage. That's fine.
All right. Okay, 7 damage.
And I guess I'm assuming, Ray, like, even though you're restrained, you're kind of like using your body as best you can to block like Nala as this thing's like attacking you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, and also on your turn, I would have you roll a death save for your younger self, please.
So just 1d20.
Yes, please. An 8 is going to be another failure, so he's at 2 successes and 1 failure right now.
He succeeded the last 2 saving throws.
Unless I was marking failures, I think so.
You probably. Well, whatever you have marked down, sure.
I mean, I wouldn't put a failure in the green box above the character. Like, why would I ever do that?
Oh, you're
That's
right.
not when you put a failure.
Okay,
Green
that's.
box is not for failures.
I
You
see,
know?
that's where you're.
That's why I feel like it was 2 successes. Like, Peepop
Right,
had
yeah.
his failures in the red box, successes in the green box. So it stands to reason I would have done the same thing here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I got you.
I think we're cool. Okay. Boom, boom, bang. All right, awesome. The Afridi, boom, goes in on Ray. You take a little bit of damage, not as effective as the Afridi would have liked. Sargoth's turn next. He is looking up at you, Ray, and you're a fucking tasty little treat. So, oh yeah, let's do some fucking fucked up shit right now. Sargoth looks at you, Ray, and he definitely is feeling confident. He's out of the anti-magic. He dodged your beat of force. You humbled him sufficiently with that massive amount of damage he took. But I find that evil people are often short-sighted. So he actually like approaches you, not like within melee range. He's not fucking stupid, you know what I mean? Come on, really, honestly. And he sort of walks down over here, and as he's doing this, he's sermonizing you, and he's like, "Do you know, Ray? It's really nothing personal. The reason it was you. If you want to know the real reason it was you, which I'm sure you do you even care? Are you just happy to stop it? Do you want to know why this all happened? Are you curious about that at all? Is this something you've wondered about? Something that's kept you up at night? Something that's caused you anguish and pain? Something you've wondered about?"
Fucking hate this guy.
Yeah, guy's a douchebag. Do you respond at all?
No, he's just staring at Sargoth.
It's fine. You don't have to know. It's not important to me that you know. What's important to me is that you realize that this will always happen to you, no matter what you do and how hard you try. This is your fate, and it's your life, and it's not changing. He summons an orb of magical fire in his hand, and he goes to throw it at you. But he stops. It's like a fake out. He doesn't actually throw anything in. He just laughs maniacally. I imagine you yourself wouldn't flinch, but I think maybe if you're down for it, you instinctively flinch, recognizing this to be a potential fireball. Like you instinctively flinch to like protect Nala, right? I think that's the only reason you would like flinch at that, because I don't think you're necessarily scared of that. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
would
whatever
basically-
Ray wants to do, right? It's his character.
No, that's what I'm
he-
asking. If
he's
he
an
says
important
no,
villain.
then he doesn't do that.
You
Yeah,
know,
if he
he'd
says
be
no,
ready
then he doesn't do it.
to
That's what I'm
kind of
asking,
like
yeah.
stand in front of the way rather than flinch, but yeah, it kind of.
Yeah, I guess it's not a flinch, but like you move to protect her. You're not threatened by his threats, but like you move to protect her because you recognize the danger of it, right?
Yeah.
And seeing this, he again laughs. Like, always so sweet and desperate. It's that motivation. It's so important. Let me prove something to you. Nala, stab him. And Nala pulls out a dagger and makes a melee attack against you. She rolls a natural 5 + 2, so it doesn't hit.
So it just
He gets
hits
an advantage though
the
because he's
roots.
restrained.
Oh, that's a natural 20. Unbelievable. Billy, appreciate you always. You're going to take 4 + 3, so you take 7 damage. As Nala just sticks this knife into like your side underneath your rib cage and like turns. And would you turn to face her when she does this, or would you remain facing Sargoth?
He would still keep an eye on Sargoth, so he's facing Sargoth, taking a shiv to the side.
Well, you can't see it, right? But she's holding this blade deeply inside of you, and there's tears running down her face. But you're not actually privileged to that information.
Oh,
How
well,
does
I
it
guess
feel
he just senses.
to know that I have complete control and you have nothing, just like you've always had? Nothing.
What a piece of shit.
No, he's awful. He's the worst. I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, Phineas has objectives and things he wants to accomplish. That's what motivates him. Sargoth is actually just fucking evil, guys. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, two different motivations. So, hold on. Hey, whoa. I'm checking real quick. I'm making sure. So, it would count, it counted as a bonus action to have her do that. As his action, he just looks at you, Ray. He winks and he holds up a finger gun. And he ends his turn. And he goes, let's see what you'll do now. It's always entertaining. And he holds up the finger gun. All right, it's Jenny's turn. She's gonna look at her father. And Finari and Ray, you guys would definitely hear this. She's gonna loudly state, I think Young Dad and Feth will probably hear this too. She's gonna loudly state, "No, father. I'm sorry. I know I said I would, but I'm not going to. I'm my own person, and I need to prove that I can do this." And Jenny is going to cast a spell, her 4th level spell, on herself. And this is the spell known as Polymorph. And hold on. Oh boy. It's gonna be good. Alright, so she is... Yep. She is going to turn herself into a young copper dragon. So Jenny's form begins to grow and grow until her feathers slowly turn to scales. Her feathers slowly turn to scales as she grows in size, and she begins to take on a dark, sort of yellow reddish hue as she begins to turn copper. And you see Jenny fully transformed into, I mean, it's a young dragon, so it's not huge, but it's not a wormling. It's probably like, it's standing with its neck up, would be like up to 25 feet tall almost. Wait, how big are dragons? I actually have no idea. It doesn't matter.
And young
She is a
dragons they're
small
pretty big,
young
man. I
dragon.
would say,
I
like,
mean,
They're
I mean,
still
the last time I
pretty
saw
big.
one,
if
it was
stood up
probably about.
tall, like 20.
Well, you get the
like
fuck
20
out of
feet,
here.
legit, probably
At least
like
20 feet, right?
12
Like,
wide
yeah.
and probably head to tail like 30.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
they're
with the
wiry, but
really
they're still
scrubby.
big.
Alrighty, so yeah, that she is now a copper dragon. Griff is pissed. He's like, "You promised me. It's too dangerous, Jennifer." He's just like yelling at this dragon, like upset. She was supposed to turn him into the dragon. But she reneged on that at the last minute because she's like, "These are my friends, and I gotta save them." Now she still can't do shit to the actual bad guys because anti-magic cone. But she's got a 80-foot fly speed,
Yeah, how tall is
so
the ceiling?
I think that, like, I mean, the Sphinx is a large creature, right?
I was
This
gonna
it's
say it has
not
to be
like
pretty tall for the Sphinx, right?
the ceilings aren't like 20 foot or nothing, but we're looking at least like 9-10 foot ceilings. I think she could fly over, but it would provoke opportunity attacks from any
kind of like
enemies.
lumbering over. Yeah.
Yeah. So like lumber up and use her wings to sort of like long jump.
Real quick, Cole. I was in the bathroom for the yellow circle. What is the yellow circle?
That's an
Oh,
Odolex
Ray threw a
Forceful
bead of
Sphere.
force.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like there now. Okay.
We basically have a party
So, yeah.
animals puck to shove people around with.
Yes, bro. Oh my god, that's so funny.
So
Too
she's
bad we
going to
couldn't get him
jump.
in there
The
and
force.
roll him through one of the
Yep.
portals.
It's like a Zorb.
So Jenny jumps over to here. No, you're good. Jenny jumps over to here. She's going to take 2 opportunity attacks in doing so, which sucks, but... Fuck. Damn it. Alrighty. Jeez.
Should have let Griff do it.
Yeah, she should have, like... But this is her journey. She has to prove herself as a person. That's the whole point.
That's a fair point.
He's being overbearing. He's not, like, but also he's so scared because he almost lost her. I mean, you gotta feel for Griff right now. I'm just saying. Alright, so she takes 11 plus 10 damage, so 21 damage on the dragon.
Ouch.
We'll hate that for her. Alright, and then she's gonna fucking tear ass on the one that's attacking Alisaria. And Alisaria, you recognize this as Jenny, and you see her, like,
That
Common
thing's
attacks.
petrified.
oh fuck, you're right. Damn it. Alright, then she attacks one of the ones that was attacking her. She's actually here. She's gonna attack the one attacking Haliax. Whatever. 3 attacks, 1 with its bite and 2 with its claws. Alrighty, let's go bite +7.
Hey, Heliax, is that your cousin?
Miss. Wow.
Twice lived.
She misses with all 3 attacks. And becomes a very sad young copper dragon.
Aw.
I mean, yeah, I'm not happy about it either. I'm not happy about it either, guys. That was not cool. But yeah, I shit the bed on the dice rolls, so that is Jenny's turn, but she's back in the fight now. Let's call a break before Thanari's turn, if that's cool with everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah, also, Cole. It's just
What?
because you had me so good.
What?
Why I was like, yeah, dude, okay, what happens next? I'm like, stop stalling while you look up the sheet. I just wanted the information so bad. You got me.
It's like,
by the
yeah,
short
no.
curlies with the emotions going on here, bro. I'm pissed off.
Guys, I'm not kidding. I was almost hyperventilating when I had to roll those dexterity saves for the beat of force. That was some of the scariest shit I've done in D&D in forever. Because I was like, I've like had a lot of things in my head thinking about how this could go, what you guys might do. I'm trying to have contingencies. I'm trying for my bad guys to have motivations in their actions and shit. And I was just like, this fucks all of that up. Holy fuck. But I'm like, I'm rolling these dice. And I knew I was like +1. I was like, oh my God. Like, oh,
Alright, so
I didn't like it. It was fun though.
15 back at 10:45.
Yeah,
Nice.
sounds good. Thank you guys.
Holy shit.
Oof. Killing it.
I have an idea.
Bro, so do I.
Samesies.
I think I'm gonna take my haste spell, my haste potion.
Yes,
My
dude. Yes,
speed
this is the
potion,
time
speed
because
potion.
literally, my dude, oh my fucking god. You would get like
So
5
question.
attacks and double speed.
I know. So when I get my action, like, does that my
No, okay,
extra
okay,
action?
so
is that
this
like
is
2
where they
attacks, or is
changed
it only
it.
1 attack?
You would get your normal amount of attacks plus 1 more. You also
Okay,
get double
'cause I
movement
read it.
speed, 2 armor
Yeah,
class, and advantage on dex saves.
Do my armor class would be 20.
Yeah, that's huge. You could toe to toe the Sphinx with haste, probably.
Yeah, I think I could. I
And
really
I'm
want to
still
go after
so
that.
fucking torn with what to do with Thanari. I think she sees what's going on with Ray and is gonna try to help. But I was honestly thinking of flanking Sphinx, but nah. I think we'll find out when we get back from break. I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Well,
Because if
I'm gonna
this
go after
space
that
on the
other-
map is actually empty, she's just gonna be
Which
like,
one? Yeah.
not in my fucking house. In between Ray and Sargoth. Just be like, not in my fucking house. And just unload attacks on Sargoth and probably get disintegrated.
So where is that other person with the flaming sword?
So literally on
Phineas's-
top, like where it says Ray, like the name underneath that, like right on top of Ray.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Ray is
Oh.
held in a stone hand with a shiv in his side from his wife, and there's a fire demon attacking him, and Sargoth is pointing like a ray of death at his head. And Phineas chugged a health potion and is holding some other kind of magic item. So I'm going around this corner, and I think Thanari's dead. I'm just trying to figure out what I can do in one turn.
So like this
Because I can
area
go
right
around the
here?
corner, I can pop Radiant Soul, and it'll give me a fly speed and some temporary hit points. Then I can pop
What is?
Fighting Spirit to get 5 more temp hit points. And then Healing Hands, if need be, but probably just swing the longsword 3 times. Fuck, dude. I'll be back.
Okay.
What's your strength?
Me?
Yeah.
Plus
Strength
3.
score. I like the total score.
16.
Your strength?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
My strength save is plus 9.
Trying to make it ice.
What'd you call me?
Find some better fight music here.
Okay. How we feeling?
Feeling.
Fuck, man. I went outside and got stoned, and now I'm scared. That's pretty much where I'm at.
Is the Nari down right now?
Mm-mm.
She's got a skull and crossbones. I think that's from before you got the 70 points of healing.
Yeah, she got like
It's clear your character.
she got archangeled. Yeah.
Bro, that one golem got turned into fucking stone. That's so savage.
So if
Hey,
this is
Jenny's a
Baldur's Gate,
dragon.
if this is Baldur's
Alright.
Gate, this is when you take your strongest character and loot the stone
And just
golem.
shattered. Got
No,
it.
just loot
Yeah.
it, put it in your pocket, and then at your camp you set it up to look cool, like next to the fire.
Really cool. There's nothing more devastating in the original Baldur's Gate than having a character get turned to stone and then watching an arrow hit them and the stone just explode. And you're
Yeah.
just like,
I haven't saved for 2 hours.
I can't bring
That's
them
my
back. I
thought
haven't
every
saved
time.
for 2 hours yet.
Yeah.
Like I did so
Bro.
many things. What was I thinking?
Bro, so I was reading the petrification spell, and it literally, like, that spell can give you like many sessions of content. So the one thing that caught my eye was the fact that it says turn the character to stone, and then in parentheses, or some such substance. So what I was
Ooh.
thinking was, here was my like high thought when I was outside. What if you had a campaign where it's like dwarves mining for diamonds, and they keep finding them in these like hollows in the ground, and when you finally like go and excavate an entire one, it's shaped like a humanoid, and it's like petrified characters that are NPCs that were like humanoids that turned into diamonds and then got buried. That's how you could bring
Whoa.
them into the Underdark. But it would just be creepy to have like a bunch of diamond jewelry out there that's just made of people.
That'd be awesome. I have that Fitzman's Treasury of Dragons book, and they have gem dragons in there.
They're so crazy. The
That's
amethyst
so cool.
dragons,
Yeah.
their breath is like
Yeah.
insanely nasty. You're fucked.
Yeah.
I think they also have the ability with something to like give you draconic traits as boons. Alright, so we need some tunes. I do like the Dark Winds battle.
Thenari, then we have Eos Iris, who maybe we'll just skip.
Where are they?
They're next in initiative in a row together.
No, I mean physically on the map. Okay, I see Iris.
So Iris is right next to the two. They're right next to each other, which Haliax just stepped in between them and attacked the golems that were harassing them.
Would it be out of pocket if I pulled their characters up and just cast a cantrip with each one?
No, that's fine.
Probably get like a Sacred Flame and a Vicious Mockery, something like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Zach, are you here?
Oh,
We still
yeah.
got 2 minutes on break. Oh, hey.
How are you feeling right now?
I don't know. I'll see how the dice explain my feelings.
Bro, that Beta Force thing was fucking legend. I cannot tell you how badly I was freaking out. I was like, I'm gonna fail. I know I'm gonna fail.
Dude, they were bunched up. It was perfect.
That shit came up in 18. What's crazy is that tiny thing Phineas has in his hand is a Beta Force that he's getting ready to throw at the next motherfucker who tries to come in here. Which is so funny. I was just like, damn, we throwing balls at each other out here. That's wild.
Alright.
Because I read up on the rules, so if you hold an action for a spell, you have to spend the spell slot still. So having them finger gun hold actions is not sustainable. But an item, if you don't use it, you still get to keep. I like to imagine Haliax like charging down here and just being like, boom, now you're in an orb. Chill. Can't believe Peepop's back and made a ton of noise. Wait, when does Roard and Gamzee get together? This dude is a fucking pushover. He hasn't done shit. Except plane shift one of his allies.
He goes after Notebook.
Let's see. NBA 17. Ugh.
Alright, we ready?
Yeah, is everybody here? Say something if you're here. Something.
Close.
Present.
Do we have a Phil, a Kate, or a James in the chat?
Yeah, I'm here.
Mm.
Sorry, I was reading something.
No, you're good. Sounds like Mr. James is the only one missing.
I think you ran to the bathroom.
I'm here.
Oh, so he's taking
Oh,
a
there he
huge
is.
shit.
No, that's my job.
Heard that. Yeah. My friend Phil, he's getting married. He just took a huge shit.
You fucking ass. All night while the Uber drivers were
Really?
driving us around. He's like, this is my buddy Phil. He's getting married. He also took a huge shit earlier today.
We're so happy.
He wasn't wrong. He wasn't lying, but
I speak the true. Awful.
Cole's used to having the poop stories be told about him.
Whoa. Phil shit in the toilet. I shit in my pants. That's different. Same, but different. Okay, God, that's terrible.
We good?
Yeah, I think we're ready to go. So, Thanari, it's your turn. We're hopping back into initiative here. You're in the middle of the anti-magic. You've seen lots of bullshit go on around you. You've been healed to full. What do you got for us?
She is going to lunge forward, then diagonally, and if that breaks Nala's whatever, she'll take an attack of opportunity from her.
Nala's not a combatant necessarily.
Okay.
Like, she's still holding the knife into Ray's side. She's just under Sargoth's control.
Okay.
So that doesn't trigger
then she'll
anything
take
like that. But
another
you
step
are,
forward.
well, before you get there, you will Phineas is gonna throw the tiny little thing in his hand at you, which
Okay.
is a bead of force. Okay? So it's the DC 15 dexterity. It's the same save.
Ooh, okay, let's see. +1, alright. We're rolling it. We're using the galaxy die. Bitch.
Let's see it, bud.
It's a fail, it's a 7.
Uh-oh. It's a 7. So yeah, you are encased in a 10-foot sphere. And I guess technically he would have hit you with it right sort of as you passed Ray. So oh boy, that's not good actually. So yeah, it would
Wait,
also
so
apply.
it would be on him too, right?
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Well no, he would have thrown it once you came out of the anti-magic. Like, he wouldn't have thrown it once you reached melee with Sargoth. The reaction is, like, once they're available as a target, he throws it at you.
Okay,
So he
if I'm
throws it
there,
at you when you're, like, yeah, when you're, like, back here.
then that's
10
I
feet.
went-
Oh, no.
I went here, and then I went diagonally here. That's when I entered his line of sight, so he would be in range. Or Sargoth would be in range, Phineas is not, supposedly. They're kind of not, like, on a square.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to throw it if it's going to hit him. But, I mean, I imagine he would have thrown it, but, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell exactly where the corner is. I think you're right. I think that the cutoff for the anti-magic is, like...
I
It's
think
along
if-
that
if
wall.
it's
Also,
where-
I had
if it's
another
where
question
she's
about the
standing
anti-magic.
Right now, technically, we
Yeah.
were saying earlier that that's cut off because of LOS, because of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you like
No.
if you treat
Yeah, no, I
that
think that,
edge of the wall as a straight line, then Nala,
well,
Ray,
that's so
and
it's
Thenari are
it
out
wouldn't
of
go.
the
It
thing.
would be. Yeah,
So
That's
wait,
it
the
would
only way
be the
Ray is
wall would
grabbed
go.
by the spell.
Yeah, the wall would be like this.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That would be sort of like how the magic is blocked based on where the Sphinx's eye is. So, that being said, like, yeah, if it's like from that exact corner, but it's not necessarily from that exact, well, that's the middle. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it's too close to throw it, so Sargoth isn't going to do it.
It's not.
Or no,
too
oh,
close
it's
to throw
Phineas do
it,
it.
and
Oh
it's
no, Phineas would fucking do it.
Yeah.
Phineas would definitely do it. He
So
don't give a shit.
real quick, I have a question about
Yeah.
the anti-magic ray. Now, does it act like
Yeah.
a ray of light, or is it just like a straight ray?
Oh, it's like a cone.
How do you
It's an
mean? I'm
anti-magic cone.
confused.
Well, would it act like a ray of light? Because even a ray
Yes,
of light
so
would
a
hit
a
this
light gets
wall and then would
LOS
splatter.
in a perfect straight line. It's not a reflective thing. It's just like if the wall is in the way, it's based on what the beholder can physically see with that eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It acts like Fog of War in a video game.
Yes.
Not
Okay.
like
That
ice.
that answers my
Yes.
question.
Yes.
That is the best.
So I was
way to
thinking
do
if
know
it was like a
exactly
ray
what
of
you're
light, it would
thinking.
kind of leak around the corner.
I know. So imagine that cone I just put up, and then just like use your, you can tell like it hits that like from where the center is. That's what sort of dictates that line.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so at any rate, yeah, it's Phineas, not Sargoth. So Phineas is definitely gonna fucking do it. Which is great. So Thenari, you fail. Oh my god. Ray, dexterity, Nala, dexterity, and the Afridi all have to make dexterity.
It's
The
gonna be
Afridi gets a +1.
A wild inside of the ball.
This can be
fight.
quite the orb. It's cool. The Afridi fails.
Well, I'm
Oh
gonna
no!
restart D&D
What if
now.
Ray passes? And it's just like
I'm
the
kind of hoping he
Afridi
does.
in a Pokeball. Can you choose to fail stuff?
Nala's almost assuredly gonna fail this. So
Hold on. It's not rolling to D. How do you?
what do you mean?
roll?
Just rolled an 8.
I
I'm
would
just
roll,
kidding, that was your
if
death
you have your physical dice,
That was
you
the
can
death
roll your
save, I know.
physical dice.
Yeah, dude, just roll your physical dice, and then you can lie about the results. It's literally a win-win.
Nobody does that.
I'm just kidding.
That's
We don't do
that's
that.
not
here.
nice.
We don't do that here in this
It's
group.
weak sauce. Dude, this battle music I
There
think
we
is
go.
my favorite theme.
Woo!
That.
Dirty 20.
So you guys
Dirty.
roll dice. I just picked
So-
numbers.
Just
And then
pick
roll-
numbers.
Roll. Oh god. Roll another d20.
just
This
throw it-
is just a +1. This is for Nala. Okay.
I throw a dart at a board that has numbers 1 through 20, whatever it
Me,
lands
Nala,
on.
and
That's
the
what I
Afridi.
choose.
Thenari, Nala, and the Afridi are now in a Pokeball. What about
Ray, you're
Sargoth?
pushed 10 feet back into the Sargoth failed the save.
Oh my god. Let's
Stargoth's in there with them.
Let's go.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Let's go. It's a ball of death.
So,
Everything in this
That's
ball
crazy.
is allowed
Oh.
to die, guys.
Ray,
Like a
you.
W-
Oh,
It's like a wrestling match, cage match.
Ray,
Ever
you're
see the
pushed.
motorcycles where they're all like driving in the
Yeah.
metal orb? Yeah.
Ray,
You
you're
ever seen a
pushed 10
bear
feet.
drive a motorcycle in one of those people? I'm just kidding.
You're
Nobody
pushed
knows
10
shit.
feet back into the anti-magic cone, and Maximilian's earthen grasp ends on you. Okay?
Okay.
Nala, Thenari, Sargoth, and the Afridi are all in this orb together, smushed onto each other.
They all have to take 5d4 damage.
Well, I better roll that damage. Spoiler alert.
Someone's gonna die.
Yeah, that's 7. 11.
Could be worse than 5d4 though.
12. 12 damage to everybody who failed. Nala is unconscious.
Alright, so is it still Thenari's turn?
Yes.
Holy
And you're
shit.
in the orb now.
Okay,
Shank him
so
in the orb.
You guys
You
remember
make that orb
in,
bloody.
The Tom Cruise War of the Worlds where they get sucked up into the ship thing, and it's like all those people going through that tube. I imagine it's kind of like that type of situation going on.
It's pretty chaotic.
Nala is kind of like back to back with Thenari as like her body goes limp. I'm trying to think, would Thenari be able to make a connection between Nala and anyone else in the group, and my initial thought is no, so I'm gonna go with that. Sargoth is in the thing, and Ifriti is as well. I want to ask you, the DM, who is layered up right in front of Thanari? Is it the Ifriti or is it Sargoth?
There's only 10 feet of space. Everybody's touching everybody.
I have a choice. Basically,
Yeah,
is what you're
everybody's
saying? Okay.
touching everybody.
Sargoth
Yep.
twice.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna
she's
say
going to-
disadvantage
100%,
because of
100%. She's
spatial
going to
issues. Yeah, and then everybody
draw
else
the
as well.
blade and is essentially going to be like with one hand behind on the knot, like the back of the katana, and just it's not even fully out of the scabbard, and she's just kind of saw motioning like towards them. So first one at disadvantage, it's gonna be not great. So the worst one was this, and so a 10's not gonna hit. 11 and 7. A 7 plus 6 is 13. I don't think that's gonna hit either of them either.
Does not, unfortunately.
Bonus action. She's gonna use Fighting Spirit to. Oh my god. Can I retcon that I Fighting Spirited first?
Sure.
Okay, so that I would have missed the first one. The second one I did roll an 11. It was an 11 plus 6 is 17. Would that hit the Ifriti?
Yes.
Okay, so 8 plus 5, I'm gonna roll that in chat.
So Thanari is
13.
basically like EI slashing without removing her blade,
Yeah.
stabbing him in the gut with the butt of her hilt.
Trying to,
Yeah.
and just like get the sharp edge of it while like kind of pythoning her body to like try to fully draw it. Yeah, so 13 points of slashing towards the Ifriti. That's going to be her turn. She's going to gain 5 temporary hit points with that Fighting Spirit. And that's it. I will link Fighting Spirit.
Okay. Cool.
Is it? Okay, so Eos is going to Sacred Flame at. Would she be able to hit the Sphinx? Probably not. So she's gonna Sacred Flame. This is the one that is alive and not petrified, yes? Right in front of the dragon.
Both. There's two in front of you, and they're both alive. Yes.
Awesome. Sacred Flame, Dexterity saving throw 14 for the goal.
Alrighty. -1 for a 4 total.
Okay, so it's gonna be that's a D10. So 1 and 6, so it's gonna be 7 radiant damage from Eos. And then Iris
Alrighty.
is gonna Vicious Mockery, the same one, 19 Wisdom save.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be just a fail. Yeah, for sure.
I'll use default. Very bitch. Okay. 3, 7, 11 points of psychic damage. And she's gonna say, nitrates are they're gonna kill you. You smell bad. Fuck you. Vicious Mockery.
Okay, good job. That brings us to Fetha. Oh wait, at the end of Iris's turn, the Sphinx is going to use a legendary action and attack the Beholder. Second
God.
legendary
Oh,
action.
so the beholder is going to use a. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. 24 total, definitely hits.
Nah.
I know. I knew when I said it that you
guys
would do
need
it.
to roll initiative for both of the legendary actions. Because like,
Well, actually,
if
that's not
you
a
kill
good
the beholder first, how would its raise go off, and vice versa?
You take 15 damage,
Oh no!
and then boom, you're gonna go next.
Okay. So, what do we got?
Yeah, me and James have been legendary fighting this whole time.
Yeah. I guess this guy.
Okay. The one that was stunned but now isn't. Uh-oh, a 9. I don't like that. Disintegration Ray.
Disintegration.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
DC 16 dexterity or take a fucking ton of damage. Okay, well, dexterity is a -1. I rolled a, oh my god. I rolled a natural 17 for a 16 total. That's spot on the money.
Okay.
But
I call
yeah,
collusion.
disintegrate- Yeah, collusion. Who am I
Collusion.
colluding with?
Yourself.
Okay,
Good game.
that's called cheating. There's a term for that. It already exists. No, that one was just by the hair of my shitting shit. So yes, no half damage.
Yeah,
So
I don't
yeah,
think so.
no, he gets out of it just hardly. Okay, Fetha,
Okay.
it's your turn.
Fetha looks around at everyone and goes, looks like you got things handled here. And he's going to move over to here, right at the edge. Let me see something real quick. Let's make sure.
The Sphinx is going to opportunity attack you when you leave. Other than that, you're good to go. 9 plus 12 is 21.
Just
Just barely hits you. So you can take 16 damage, please.
okay. And then
So you've
we're
run
gonna go
over
fuck with
here.
Squeaky Voice.
Yeah.
Fetha steps out of the beam and says, "Surprise, Squeaky Voice," and he just unleashes hell.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's not here to use his reaction, and yeah. Uh-oh. Good thing you drank that potion. Hopefully. Oh, God. Alrighty. Well, show me the money. Get ready for violence. Oh, boy.
Does a 17 hit?
As you go to strike him, yeah, 17 hits, because he already used his reaction to throw the beat force. Yes, the 17 hits.
Fantastic. All right, so this is gonna get a green flame blade.
Grandfriend,
I know there's no
Okay.
second target, but
remember, you still get bonus damage.
and that's also gonna get a
Oh my god.
level 2. God damn it, I have so many pop-ups. Hang on one second. Thanks, I gotta turn
Pop-up,
those off.
stop looking at porn on your tablet. That's
No,
all.
they're D&D dice
Honestly-
pop-ups
honestly, that's
taking
what
over
a
my
tablet
screen.
is for, let's be real. Especially a low end one.
Point, fair point.
Especially mobile.
So you're gonna get a level 2 divine smite on top of that.
Okay. So I'm
So
taking
let's-
13 plus
Plus 1, 2,
plus
7.
plus what's the green flame blade?
Now I gotta go back. I am going to roll that right now.
What?
What? Oh god. What was that for though? You already rolled damage.
That was the green flame blade damage. Did it not? Why didn't it pop up? That's weird.
It just re-rolled the entire. Oh wait. Well, it
Oh,
re-rolled
no,
the
that
whole
was- that
weapon.
was like a
How much
total of
fire damage? Okay, so
oh,
I
that's
think
a
it's just the.
total. There's the
Yeah,
first one, which is the
so-
14,
Okay,
and
so
there's the
way it
second
works
one,
is
that's
it hits
14. My
one,
bad.
And then it jumps. So it's 14.
It jumps,
on
but
both.
there's nothing to jump to on this one.
So it's just 14
So it's just
Yeah.
going to take the 14.
for the green flame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. He takes it as his body is alight with green flame blade
And
energy.
blades.
Yes.
All right, let's do it one more time. I think a 29 will hit you.
No, yeah.
There's that.
Okay.
Did the other-
17.
Did the other D8 roll?
Hey, you got the slashing and the regular radiant. Are you pumping
Okay,
any more
cool.
divine smites into this?
Oh yeah, we're gonna pump Divine Smite into this, and then
Make
we're
sure
gonna
you're
use
not
a.
knocking those spell slots because I think you
Oh,
just
I
used
am.
3 spell slots this turn. Okay.
Green Flame Blade is a cantrip,
Oh fuck.
and this one's gonna get a level 3 Divine Smite.
Alrighty.
Let this be a lesson to all Lockadins out there. Green Flame Blade is a cantrip.
Boom. Ouch. Phineas, he drank that potion, which was good for him. Also, as your attacks are coming in, his cloak billows about him with limitless potential and seems to absorb some of the damage. You are still not sure of the specifics of this.
Your fancy cloak seems quite fluffy there. Might have to take it
Oh,
off you.
Oh yeah, it's a nice one. Yeah, you can certainly try, but I don't think you're gonna be able to.
Wait, does that count as a
Maybe
like
no.
a charm, like flirtatious check?
Yeah, Phil, roll seduction. Oh, Phineas tries to suck your. No. Fucking what?
Come on, man.
Well, we established the relationship with Sargoth earlier. So.
Because Sargoth's a zaddy.
They're clearly knocking boots
Okay.
with the Zaddy villain.
It's Spruce and Fetha, are you good? What else? Do you have anything
Actually,
else?
as he says that, he's gonna use his bonus action.
Okay.
So wait, Green Flame Blade is a cantrip, but is it an action or a bonus action?
Oh, that's a
You
good question.
use it when you hit with a weapon.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it says.
Yeah, but no, that's actually not what it says and not how it works. So, Green Flame
Branch
Blade, okay,
weapon.
this is where the blah blah thing comes in.
Try to spell damage increases.
Err.
Oh, it is an action. Son of a bitch.
So, and yes, so this is the thing about Green Flame Blade that I think is important to point out. Green Flame Blade is you casting a spell. As part of that spell, for your action, you make 1 melee attack.
The first one.
That's your whole action. You don't technically get a second melee attack. I'm not going to take any damage back right now. But just
Okay.
keep in mind, when you're using Green Flame Blade, you are foregoing the second melee attack for your action because you're using your action to cast the cantrip Green Flame Blade, which allows you to make a melee attack.
That's
Okay.
my fault. I did not read
No,
that
you're
properly.
good. It's worded confusing. I've seen it argued both ways on the internet. I'm ruling it this way because I mean, to me, it's pretty clear, but people argue about certain things in wording. But yeah, like it says it costs an action, you make a melee attack, so you don't get 2 attacks.
The second action. Yeah. Or the second
We're still going
attack.
to keep the damage here. Just keep that in mind in the future. So you technically do still have a bonus action available. Yes.
Okay.
Top result on Google is exactly what Cole just said to us. Just so everyone's
Well, I mean,
aware.
that's what it says.
That's the-
It
that's the
says it plain as day
consensus.
in the thing.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
But people on the internet still whine and moan and bitch and argue
Those
about
people
it.
are
So
called
whatever.
trolls.
Yes, I know.
They're
Okay.
power gamers that are upset. It's fine.
You just
13
don't
doesn't
leave
hit
them-
Phineas, right?
You just don't leave them food on the table.
13 does not hit Phineas, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will have to end my turn.
Alrighty, Spruce, you're up next. You're still hidden over there. Nobody's really noticed you. You've got your bow in hand. You were born in the woods with a fae, and it's your turn.
Yes, Spruce the boy. Yeah.
It's a little louder, please.
Yeah, I'm checking something. Hold on here.
It's all good.
Oh yeah, I'm Sprucey boy.
Sprucey boy, how you doing? Oh, nar. Oh, nar.
Spruce out here trying to get that Narnar. We got good Narnar today on the slopes, guys.
Oh no.
Where's 30 feet?
If you want to do an Australian accent, say R&R in English. R&R.
R&R.
R&R. You're saying oh no in an Australian accent.
R&R.
Or no.
R&R.
So I guess I'm gonna creep up a little bit, to the edge of this table here.
Sure.
Right like there. And I'm gonna do produce flame.
Okay.
What's the cunt's name down at the bottom?
Phineas.
Yeah, that guy. The voice. God, I hate that voice so much.
Wait. Spruce, is Spruce a rogue?
No.
No.
No, that was the other. That was the other one shot that we did. I forgot. Yeah. I wish he was. Yeah. No, he's a fighter druid.
Carry on.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna do produce flame. And that's that.
You're in the
Okay.
you're in the anti-magic cone.
Oh, I am in the magic
produce
cone.
flame.
That's right.
Yeah, so it doesn't work, but you can use your bow if you want.
I don't have a bow here.
Just fucking equip a bow and use it, dude. It's fine. Your character's your token is holding a bow in its hands. Come on. And besides, didn't somebody put a bow in your hand and send you off to a foreign land?
Yeah, they did. They did.
Right? Like, yeah, so you definitely have a bow. It's in your intro song.
But also you could move forward and then like to the far wall with more movement and still do produce flame. If you move
You can move to like here.
Yeah, if you move to like here. You can still do produce flame.
That's up to you though.
My disappointment was in myself, thinking your character was a rogue and was gonna be able to like sneak attack the fuck out of someone. I read it wrong.
Me too. Me too. And so okay, I'm just gonna move over to that other spot and just do the produce.
Sure,
flame
you move to
because I
like
don't
here.
feel I don't feel like finding my yeah. I'm gonna commit suicide because it's easier.
You just see like 4 bodies writhing in an invisible ball with like a little bit of like cindery blood coming out of one of them.
So yeah, that first one then failed, correct? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, an 11 does not hit. The flame produces not under him. Oh, you can do it again. That's weird. Yeah, an 18 that'll hit. Sure, roll damage. It's 1d20 damage. So it's either going to be like a good amount or not a good. Oh shit, 14. That's decent as fuck. Okay. You see the flame crackle up underneath of him, and you see like his cloak billows about and absorbs a lot of the fire, but he still takes damage.
Fucking that guy. That fucking guy.
Fucking guy. Okay, you got anything else, Spruce?
No.
Already, Nugius Boogius, Lord of the Boogius Estate, Forlorn Son. Wait, what?
Hold on 1 second, actually. Give me 1 second. Oh, can I do? Let me see. Can I do that? Or do I have to actually touch?
Small town in a small town.
No. 60 feet healing word to Naya, even though she's in the thing, or whatever.
No, you won't be able to heal her inside of the thing.
No, fuck that.
Yeah.
Stupid rules. Yeah.
Fucking rules.
Whatever. Okay.
All right, Lord Nugius Boogius, son of a royal family, forlorn and traveling away from his roots, infected by mummy rats. It's your turn.
Okay. He's gonna come over here. Check on Alisaria. She's aight.
Yeah, she's not a tiger anymore, but she's aight. The thing being petrified is big for her, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And then he's gonna He's gonna throw Holden his bag of Holden.
Oh, Holden gets his bag of Holden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holden's
I
a
mean,
Holden.
Oh shit! What?
guys,
Hold on.
I'm
Mad.
gonna need
Pretty mad.
athletics checks from you.
From both of us.
From both of you. Yeah,
Okay,
and
I
it's
get-
not about. There's not a DC. This
It's
is like a
about-
sister
it's
check.
A sister
It's
check.
about
Yeah. Thank
it's
God.
about how
'cause I have a
close you
plus
roll.
0.
You could both roll ones, and
Alright,
that'd be
ready?
fine. Maybe
It's
not.
the
but
galaxy
yeah.
die.
What
Let's
are we
do
doing?
this.
Acrobatics?
Athletics.
Acrobatics or athletics,
Really?
whichever is better.
Okay, I get a plus
Either
1
one
in
I think is
acrobatics.
okay for throwing.
I get a plus
that
0
at
in athletics and
I
plus 3
literally
in
rolled the most neutral roll possible. I rolled a 10. Plus
acrobatics.
1 is an 11. I rolled
No, you
acrobatics.
can roll whichever one's better for you, Nutbug, or whichever one you feel. Acrobatics or athletics. I think
Whichever.
he rolled.
Honestly, it's a risk taking a bonus. Yeah, see, if you took no bonus, it would have been 10 on 10.
Oh, with a 13 though, you do receive the bag of holding. You're only off by 3. It's not. This is not a catastrophic failure. You're fine.
Sister.
Like a 3 and a 14 would have been an issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
Let's fucking go. All right.
Okay, so you
Holden,
now have
Holden,
the bag
so
of
like
holding.
Holden kind of like creepily like spider crawls out of the thing where like baby Nugbug calls out. Do you say something to Holden?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you say?
Yeah. Like, yo, Holden, I got something for you.
What do you got? And then
Kept
just,
it safe.
oh god, hands up, barely catches it and kind of like slides back into the wall a little bit, and then just looks inside and just again jack-o'-lantern smile.
Perfect. I love that. Alright, Nugbug, I'll count that as your bonus action, if you'd like.
Okay.
Just still have an
Um,
action.
Yeah, I can't really.
But you have to use it to cast Disintegrate on the Beholder. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Then 2 people die.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so remember, like Iris can probably heal you. I don't know what spell she has prepared, but like, you know,
Heal who? Nugbug?
yeah, if he gets a
No.
restoration, he can actually cast spells without getting fucking damaged.
Wait, did he get restored
Remember, he's
already?
taking 1d10 damage per spell level.
What
It
kind of
can't be
restoration
reduced in
does he
any way.
need?
I mean, greater or lesser. Either one would probably be fine. If she has
That-
greater,
that
it's got to be
wouldn't remove
greater.
the
If she only
curse,
has
it would
lesser,
just remove
open
the effect,
negotiations.
yes.
it would not remove the mummy curse, no.
But it would
That would
remove
have
that
to be something
particular
special
effect,
in
the
there.
damage from spellcasting.
Because that's from the wish spell. It's like,
Right.
he's technically also, his strength is 3. He can hardly stand up. In fact, you could
Okay.
hardly throw that back.
Well, just
But
for
you did it,
transparency,
it's fine.
DM Holden has greater restoration. Let me look. at
Okay,
his
so like I said,
parables.
Nugbug, if your character, asked other characters for help or explain what was going
Iris
on, they might be
also
able to
has
help.
it.
Just keep that in mind.
I think Alisaria and Nugbug would talk about it because Alisaria has
Eos
lesser
has
restoration.
So 2 greaters and a lesser exist in the group.
And 2 lessers because Alisaria.
Fuck yeah.
So
that,
at
that
this
would
point,
probably make it require a greater. Is that like a
Yeah, I mean,
consensus?
yeah. If like nobody present had greater, I would allow lesser to do it. But since people have greater, like that is technically what would be required to restore this.
Okay, so it's Holden.
But I'm
Iris.
very flexible. Like I
Um,
don't like saying no. So like I would still allow it, but only if nobody else had it, which isn't the case,
Can
unfortunately.
you? Is there something Nugbug could say to Holden to like let him know to do that?
Holden, I'm exhausted. I'm weak. I wish just here I could really use some help so I could cast some spells.
Starts rifling. Got it.
And
Okay.
then he's gonna throw an acid splash at the pepperoni. Cantrip.
Okey-dokey.
Spicy pep.
Ouch.
Wow,
Ooh,
that's pretty good
17
for a
just
cantrip.
hardly doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Oh no, it's a dex save.
Oh no, who else gets splashed?
Oh wait. Oh, you're right.
It's a
It's a
dex
dex save. Sorry, I was just looking at the
Yeah.
17-year-old. That's the damage. Okay, boom. -1. All right, so that brings me down to a 16. So I'm gonna take that 17 damage. No, sorry. I was looking at the wrong number again. With a 16, I'll pass. No, I'm still looking at the wrong number. I'm sorry. I fail, I take 17 damage. I'm literally fucking ignoring it right now. Ugh.
Wow, that's pretty legit for a cantrip.
Yeah. Well, that's what's so. Yeah, that's what some of the cantrips, they can do decent damage. It's 4d6. I mean, you rolled 2 5s and a 6. Yeah, like that's great.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
That's gonna. I think. Yeah, you can't meta magic a cantrip, can you?
No.
Some
I don't
things
think so.
you can do it too. If it was if it's to I think increase the distance.
Oh,
or
shit, you
to,
can.
Yeah, to double it. It still costs.
No,
the
you can
same
even
as a
quicken
level
them.
1 spell. Yeah.
Oh,
it
Yeah.
just-
you're right.
It doesn't reduce the cost, but you can do it. Yeah. But
So I can twin that.
Sure. What's
Cool.
your second target?
Ah, okay. Portal.
Portal. Okay. So I mean, with 17 damage, the portal it diminishes a little bit, but it's still present.
Okay.
Cool.
That's it.
Anything else? That's it. Alright, it's Roden Gamzee's turn next.
Shit.
He's gonna make a melee grab. At Henry. I'm gonna give him advantage because Henry's on his body. What do you think? Is this
am I
would this be
making a
like
save
opposed?
at disadvantage, or are you making a check at advantage? I think either are appropriate.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering if it should be opposed though.
Cool
Like,
with that. So if you want it to
Yeah,
be like
so
a
let's go-
save, like you make an active thing, I do a save.
yeah.
Okay, so what kind of save you thinking? Like Dex?
Hold on,
He
hold
basically
on.
it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
really
gonna be
matter.
Dex. So
Like his all-around
got
saves
a-
because of Holden's status right now are 10 plus 0, so it's straight up 10.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh fuck! All right, I better get a nat 20.
So you need to roll a 20.
Nah, I rolled an actual 10.
Nice. Okay. So Roden Gamzee grabs Henry
Mhm.
and yanks him off of his side.
No, he wasn't on
he
his
takes
side. He
him-
was like on his undercarriage.
He was on his giblet.
But that's
Oh,
fine.
that's
You-
what you were
still
saying.
get him.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
fine too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, fine. He reaches down to his taint and grabs Henry out from under him.
And Henry
And he looks at it
tries
and
to
he goes-
grip, so it does these like tiny little scrapes as he gets pulled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he yells, he goes, "Ah, it's fucking raw. Do you hear me? It's fucking raw." And he slams Henry onto the ground.
Nice.
So I mean, I think that like this. Well, let's see how powerful it is.
Sure. He has a describable amount of hit points. Let me bring up the thing.
Yep. So that would count as like a 16. 16 for like a melee
He has
attack.
an AC of 18.
Okay.
And he has a number of hit points equal to 5 times my artificer level, which is 15, so he has a buckload of hit points.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
So as Henry hits the ground, he catches himself, and he goes. He doesn't like take damage. He sort of like catches himself.
I'll give
On
him like he's got
Rakshasha-
so many legs. Maybe one of the legs is like clearly like double knuckled, like cracked out a bit.
Yeah, but it doesn't like
yeah.
injure Henry.
Right.
And then the Rakshasha immediately like pulls out his scimitar, which chef's knife scimitar, and just like goes in for 2 attacks on Henry.
Okay.
Which is an 11 and a 21.
21 hits.
21 will hit. So Henry will take 9 damage. As the Rakshasha cries
I
out
actually
in
need to
anger and
keep track
frustration.
of this. So okay, 15 times 5.
Henry's a
times 4,
baddie.
Times 4 would be 60, so it's 75 hit points for Henry.
I'm
So
so
he takes how
fucking
many?
stupid. Can I take my turn back? Oh, I'm so stupid.
Honestly, dude, I would
so
say you could
stupid.
retcon it, because like I don't
Stupid.
know, if Rorden
No,
would
because
like
the
waste
thing-
his action on it.
I know, because what Rorden would have done is when he had Henry in his hand, he would have tried to yeet him through the portal.
Right.
Which, based on my roll, would not have worked. But Henry
Alright,
would have ended
alright.
up like over here near the portal.
Let's
Okay.
just feed him the damage. So how much damage?
Hmm.
I'll take
I
the
would say
scimitar
like
attack too. Maybe you like bat him with the scimitar over there.
Oh, that's
it was only 9. It was 9 damage. Yeah.
9. Okay.
Yeah. But his intent was to throw Henry through the portal, sending him to the plane of savory flavor, and he did fail at that intent. Okay.
Okay.
And then Rakshasha like angrily steps. You can probably make it to about here. Like he steps up to where the portal is, and he's like looking around the room for targets. At this point, he's essentially ignoring Henry. Because he's just over it and upset. Damn. Shit turn. Yugdab, what you got for us? Probably some cat destruction. Oh shit! You know what I'm gonna do at the end of your turn, Holden? Or the end of Gordon Gamsey's turn? I'm gonna use the legendary action.
legendary action. So am I.
You're gonna take a legendary dump.
I knew you'd say that. 14 plus 12 is 26.
Yeah, that obviously hits.
My friend Cole, he's controlling a Sphinx, and it took a giant dump.
That's a huge shit. Yeah. Oh, you take 23 damage. As the Sphinx just rips into this thing. That was its last legendary action.
Yeah, not looking good.
No, that thing is definitely accumulated. But you know what else isn't looking great? The Sphinx. Okay, so what's your target for the eye rays?
Oh, right, here we go. Wow. Probably this guy again to start.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only one, right?
Yeah, it's just one right now.
You know what? Roar.
He's going for the Rakshasha.
Are you going for the Rakshasha? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Free?
bruh.
Ooh, shit. We got
Fear.
Fear Ray. Oh my god.
Oh my
Wisdom
God.
saving throw or frightened for 1 minute. Oh, please don't do this to me. Wisdom +3. Oh no. I got a 6 total.
Never thought I'd
So,
see the day a Rakshasha would be scared.
He is frightened. Well, this is what's weird. He is technically immune to any spells of 6th level or lower, but there's no level on this. So, like, he's just scared, I guess. Of the
I mean, it is coming from a beholder.
Yeah, he doesn't like beholders. Okay, that
He's
sucks.
what?
He's scared.
He can choose to be immune to any spells of 6th level or
As a
lower, which
legendary action.
I'm gonna.
right?
No, that's just how Rakshashas are. And I
fuck?
actually fucked up. Yeah, that was the whole. That's how he was gonna fuck you guys up the first time you fought, because none of your spells would have been able to hurt him, and I forgot the entire fight. So this time I'm super trying to remember it. But then Henry's thing isn't a spell; it doesn't have a level. This isn't a spell; it doesn't have a level. So you guys are fucking with me clearly.
Alright,
I'm just
don't
kidding. But
waste
yeah,
don't waste bullshit spells on the Rakshasha. If you're
Also, hey,
doing
whoa,
it,
whoa, whoa,
fucking
whoa,
rip
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa, whoa! None of you know that, and I didn't have to tell you.
Still
But
gonna.
you did.
All right.
It's the,
Yugdab, it's your
here,
turn.
if this is any solace, the only thing
Get
Holden
outta
can
here.
do is
Bullshit.
cast heal at 6th level, so he can't do shit. He can just
If it
make
makes you
Henry-
feel better,
he can
Heal
make
the
Henry
Rakshasha.
skitter.
Might want to heal the beholder.
Sorry.
if it makes you feel better, Fetha only has level 3 spells.
I don't mean to cut into Yugdab's turn.
The Rakshasha could be like cool divine smite. Didn't hurt me. What's up?
The extra
Alright,
divine smite wouldn't hurt you. But does
Yeah,
that? I'd have to look that up.
But I think you cast it. It doesn't matter. Okay, yeah. So let's just.
Yeah.
I think it still counts as casting at first level without spending a spell slot. So I think, but that doesn't matter. Yugdab, it's your turn.
So, she's gonna use the Greatsword, Flame Greatsword.
Yep, it's
Right at
still on
Sphinx.
fire. And I
Yep.
believe last turn you raised it above your head and you said, "Oh shit!" and it lit on fire, which is awesome. A 12 is unfortunately not gonna hit.
Damn. A little rusty.
You could choose to go reckless and get advantage, but then all attacks against you would have advantage as well.
No, I think I'm good. I'll just take my numbers chance.
Smart. I mean, I agree with this. He's smart. All right. A 20. A dirty 20 does hit. So 17 damage. Ouch. Ouch. And a 15 is not going to hit. Damn.
Well, that was Yogdev's best shots right there.
Yep. Do you have anything else?
No, that's it for my turn.
Alrighty. Damn, well, at least you got in with the middle attack. I think that, like, maybe your first one, like, the Sphinx had shifted a little bit during its turn. So the first one just sort of you go a little short. And, you know, you bring the axe up for your second strike, you go sideways hard into the side. And, like, that sort of empowers you. So you go over the head for, like, a big chop. But unfortunately, you don't line it upright. The axe swings wide. Maybe scraping the tough hide of the Sphinx, but it's a little tougher than maybe you anticipated.
Damn, hurt.
Okay. Cool. Haliax, it's your turn. You still have Eos and Iris flanking you. You're facing off against these two pepperoni golems. Boom, boom, bang.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this speed spell that I got here.
Okay.
I think he has
That's
a
not how you
potion
say
of
that,
haste.
but I like it.
Yeah. The
Potion of
potion,
haste,
potion
okay,
of
yeah,
speed.
like, what's
Speed
happening?
oh yeah, potion of speed. That's what it is. But it's haste.
Okay, so you gain haste. Heard.
Gain haste.
I think that
yep.
cost an bonus action for you to take, but you gain an extra action, so
Yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
So I'm still gonna get 3 attacks this turn, but next turn.
So double
Alright.
movement,
Cool.
plus 2 armor class,
Well,
advantage on dex saves, and you gain.
well, now hold on.
Your extra action can only be used for a weapon attack, which otherwise would have been his bonus action. So he does still have 3 attacks.
Yeah, but he's you. No, because that
2
extra
attacks per
action is
action.
2 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So he's
no.
gonna go 2.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Two
The extra
attacks per
action isn't
action
all
for
your
his
attacks.
regular action, and then 1 for his second action. And then next turn
The
you get
haste
4.
doesn't let you make your. But the haste doesn't let you make your maximum attacks per action. It only lets you attack
No, I think
once.
it only gives you 1 because, like, when I was looking at it, when I was looking at haste, it says like there's some kind of wording in there where it says 1. It says action, but it says 1 attack.
Okay.
I believe.
Aha, I see. Okay. Boom. Done. I like it. No, they
that
did
correct?
phrase that. You're correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So 3 attacks. Bring it.
Alright.
Are you gonna go reckless? Do you want to go reckless? You should go reckless.
I mean, well, here's the other question.
No, it's the additional. Okay, I'm sorry. Just to be sure we're all on the same page, the additional action can only be an attack with a weapon. He hasn't used his
Yes.
first action, which is still 2 attacks, so he gets 3
No, I know.
total attacks.
I was saying I thought he got both his attacks for the haste action, but he doesn't.
No,
It says that clearly in the spell.
No.
So
yeah,
yeah, we're good. We're good.
Not
I
till
was
next
looking
turn.
out for you guys. I was trying to get him that extra attack.
I think next turn he'd get that extra attack, right? Because he has 3 already, so he'd get that 4th
No,
one
it'll
next
still
turn.
be an extra, but it's only ever 1 extra. Because like
Right.
sometimes you can make up to for high level fighters even 4 attacks per an action. So that's what I was saying. Does
Right.
he get 2 attacks or 1? He just gets 1. So next turn it'll be 4 total. This turn is still 3. Fuck yeah,
Right.
I'm into it.
Okay,
Roll
we're
those
on the same
attacks.
page.
Yes.
But here's the other question: if I want to go after that Sphinx, am I taking 2 opportunities of
You
attacks
fuck
on
yes,
Sphinx?
you are. But you could also disengage with your extra action, and then go attack it for 2 attacks.
Which is
That
totally
is an option.
viable because, like, hear me out, Sean. Then you would be where you want to be. In the next turn,
Yeah.
you have 4.
Let's do it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Let's use your extra action to disengage. You
Yes.
walk like 5 or 10 feet to the Sphinx. You don't take opportunity attacks. And that's it. Yeah, so you can attack the Sphinx now.
And then I roll a critical, like right here. Wow.
To show me the money.
Damn it.
That's not a critical
Ooh.
shot. It
That'll
does
hit,
hit
though.
though. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Ouch. Okay.
Closer.
Hold
Closer.
29. A 29 does also
on,
hit.
Hold on, I have
sadly.
so many like little dice pop ups that I can't hit my damage.
Dude, that's exactly what was happening to me earlier.
That'll
Oh my God.
that
Yes.
dog will hump.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah, the Sphinx isn't happy about this happening to it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not even a
What
little
is
bit
it?
happy about this.
And I just yell, you and me now, Sphinx.
Oh my God.
Is this
Why?
is this
Why?
like
Why? Why do you turn into an 8-year-old when we play D&D? I don't understand. I
what do you
love it.
think? What do you think
Are
it
your
smells
pants still
like?
down?
What do you think it smells like when a burning hot sword lands true twice on the meat side of a sphinx? An ancient being who's a police officer of time. Like, what does that smell like?
Not this
It's
one.
probably burnt
Well-aged
hair
beef.
Well,
and like air-dried beef.
Just
no, it's like burnt hair and the most delicious Korean barbecue you've ever had.
Yes.
What does Haliax see as the skin retreats from the wound, opening up and spilling blood?
Bro,
What-
you're
what
so
color is
descriptive
the
with these
flesh?
words. It's amazing.
Is it purple? I feel like the
Uh,
flesh would be purple.
The
Like it's
flesh is
kind of
burnt
like
and charred and black.
like a deep.
So there's no
violent
blood. They're
color.
just like spreading apart and blistering. That's intense.
Bro,
Well,
you're
for
instantly
the
cauterizing
sword,
it.
The sword specifically is so hot it's instantly cauterizing, but like the Sphinx is bleeding like a dark red, like almost magenta blood.
And I'm
Holy
just
That makes
like
sense.
yelling, and I'm just yelling at the Sphinx. I'm like, "You made me do this. Like, you're bad."
It's taking this beating
These are the
and
consequences of your actions, cat.
Pretty much.
it's taking this beating and it is solely focused on the beholder. It is completely ignoring you.
That's good.
It's completely ignoring Young Dad, Haliax, and Wolfetha when he was doing it. But it's just like completely, just solely focused on taking this beholder down. You can see its eyes look crazed. You can see fear, desperation, insanity, and rage all
We
at
have
once
to
written on
keep
its
the
face.
beholder alive, guys. Operation. What's his
Save Nebby.
name? Nebby.
All right,
Nebby
Holden.
rescue.
Nubs.
Holden, it's your turn.
Like we have to
Okay.
keep him alive. What's his name? again?
Okay.
Never
Nebby
can never.
Kenobi.
Nope, you fucking Christ. I'm changing it to Nebby now.
Nebby
Oh,
can
yeah.
Nebby. Yeah.
Of course, of course, it's always been Nebby to Nebby.
It's always been Nebby can Nebby. Absolutely.
You see that?
Yeah, I love it.
Nebby to Nebby.
Yes. That's Oh, that's great.
I think Holden is going to turn around, holding the bag of Holden in his left hand, and peek over the train car, the flipped cart. Look at Nebby. How does Nebby look? Pretty beat up, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna cast a 6th level spell, heal, for 70 points on Nebby.
Oh shit! Oh, Nebby!
smiling right now. Happy, I'm smiling. You see? I'm smiling.
you see? You look how
I'm
happy I am.
smiling.
I think for his bonus action, he's gonna cast Mass Healing Word.
You can
Yo.
fuck off and on with that bullshit. God
Let's
damn.
I'm
go.
doing it at the basic level. It's not gonna be a lot, but everyone will get it. 12 healing.
Does Jenny get that healing?
If it can reach her, I don't think it can through
She's
the.
right
arc.
next to Holden. She's the dragon.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, it's
Nice.
I believe Mass Healing Word is. Let's confirm the distance. 60 feet in a circle from Holden.
Oh shit. How much was it for?
12.
Extra,
12 points.
an extra 12 points for Nebby.
And then he's gonna
Nugbug
kind
looks
of,
sad.
tuck back underneath the cart.
Okay.
End his turn.
Alright.
Oh no!
No,
I
go-
think
no
if you
Nugbug
can
looks happy
communicate
sad.
for a free action, he's gonna scream, "Rock Sasha behind us!" and then tuck himself into the cart.
The Sphinx is up next, guys.
And it dies.
Me croak.
Does Nebby do
On
anything?
the
The
spot.
at the end
Sphinx
of my turn?
knows.
It just has a
the
heart attack.
Sphinx- The Sphinx knows that this is its last turn on the living plane.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Nebby
The
would use
Sphinx
his
seems
last
to
one.
be keenly aware of that, especially after watching the Beholder be healed. That's hard for the Sphinx to. And the
It's
Sphinx,
like his last 2 turns didn't even happen.
yeah, it's bad.
That's
All the
fucked.
bonus actions too. Fuck you guys.
You're
Fuck
lucky,
you guys.
dude.
I'm lucky. I'm
well,
lucky too.
No,
I'm
no, no.
talking
We're
Nebby.
lucky.
I'm
Yeah,
talking to Nebby.
Yeah, Nebby. Oh my god.
But
Nebby, you're a lucky eye meatball.
let Nebby use his last thingy.
It's legendary
The Sphinx is
thingy.
gonna turn back. It's
I'll
gonna
do it after
see
this.
Sargoth. It's gonna see it kind of sees like the orb. It knows some shit's going on over there. It can feel the room. This is an ancient beam. So the Sphinx is going. He's gonna go. Sphinx goes. His anger or her anger and fuck, it's androgynous as shit. By the way, their anger is just like pouring out of them. They're just beating on this beholder so fucking hard, just putting that power in. It sees it gets healed. It's looking around the room, just daggers in its eyes at every single one of you, and it's like, I shall not fall for this, Phineas. It's not happening. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't agree. And the Sphinx is gonna fall back from combat. So, Sphinx is trying to get out of the anti-magic ray. It is gonna have to take these opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now, what you roll on these opportunity attacks is pretty important. So, Yugdad, you can go first.
I have faith in you.
Oh shit!
Single
You're
attack.
rolling an attack roll.
Would,
You stomped on Griff.
Would Iris? No, I don't think Iris
Griff's
would get
fine,
an
no worries,
AOO.
I'm crying.
So it looks like
Eos
it's gonna
might be able to snag one, and Heliax would get one.
Nebby.
But no, it's Yugdad, Haliax, and the Beholder. A 16 does not
Okay.
hit. Haliax, roll an opportunity
What
attack.
about Ray?
And the raise.
No, because the Sphinx
No,
is
he's too
moving
far.
like around. It's moving like around Yugdad closer. I know it's big, but like it can turn its body. All right, Haliax, 27 does hit. Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Never as well can take an opportunity attack.
Come on, Nebby.
So what does
It's-
Nebby get? Bite?
Uh,
It's-
on
it's one bite
Beholder,
attack,
It'll
yeah.
be one bite attack. So it'll tell you what the plus is in the Beholder character sheet.
Alright, Nebby.
Okay. With 14 piercing damage.
To the general manager.
Sphinx, as the Sphinx was going to leave combat, Yugdab, your shot goes wide. Once again, maybe this creature and its just powerful form and its ancient being, its connection to elements and to magic, right? And to time, maybe all of that is somehow intimidating to you, right? Maybe that's what's causing you to not be fully focused on taking it down. Maybe there's some sort of respect or awe at this creature. Maybe not. But either way, your attack as this creature goes to move itself away from you goes wide. Haliax, your belt of strength just pumping you full of power. You bring your axe down in a powerful blow. I think that you bring your axe down onto one of its paws, shattering the bones in its paws, causing the Sphinx to yelp out in pain as it begins to limp, as it's trying to move away.
Nebby.
Still,
As
Nebby.
it yelps, like I'm just like yelling, but like sad, and I'm like, "You're supposed to be good," and I'm just like so just torn. You know what I mean? Like,
sure, it
Like
is
it's
supposed
like
to be
you
good.
met
These
your
are supposed to
hero
be
and it
respectable
shattered your
beings.
dreams.
Yeah, legends have been told about how honorable sphinxes are and how dedicated they are to their cause. This is an abomination of a sphinx, and your anger is justified, I think. But alas, it's not enough as the sphinx continues to move away from you. It's just then, as the sphinx goes to turn its body, a smug look of victory on its face, that the beholder, Nebby Knebi, lashes out not with its powerful eye rays, magical abilities, or legendary capabilities. It lashes out with its mouth, going to bite at the Sphinx as the Sphinx is turning, catching it on the shoulder. The bite itself hitting a nerve, causing the Sphinx's whole body to freeze up for a moment. As it freezes up, it falls over. Haliax and Yugdab share a look as they both go for the throat and open a fatal, destructive wound on the Sphinx. The Sphinx is now considered unconscious. It's still in the anti-magic.
Oh, holy shit.
It was a risk, and I took it, and it didn't pay off. Fuck me. Alisaria, it's your turn.
Nebby's going after Rory. Again.
Okay, sure. This is your second.
Ooh!
Register.
With
Well, it's
the
a 10.
death
Yeah,
ray.
it's a death ray. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, my fucking God.
Ooh!
DC 16 dexterity. Oh, my fuck. I get +3 to this. I rolled a 13. +3 is 16. Oh, my
Oh, you
fucking
lucky cunt.
You-
Holy shit.
God. Fuck you.
No,
First
no,
off.
no.
And yes, that was. Look,
No, the dice tell the story.
you can't
I
see
believe
it.
you,
It
Dom.
doesn't
Oh,
matter.
man. Oh.
It's not.
No, I
who
believe
is
you.
that on?
I'm just like, son of a bitch, it was so close.
It was tense. Alright. Allie. My girl.
I can't lose 2 big bats in like one turn, 0.5. Come on, guys. This is not cool. All right. Oh my God. God, that was almost as nerve-wracking as the beat of force.
Bro.
And then I tapped myself for the beat of force. I'm fucking stupid. Okay, it's Alisaria's turn. Oh,
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah.
oh.
Oh, fuck, dude, my heart is pounding right now.
Where's my captain's hat?
You need to put
the
it back on.
captain now. I'm the captain now.
Oh, first off. Moon. Oh man, I forgot. The moonbeam is still on those guys over there.
Oh, the tunnel collapses. Everyone dies. I'm just kidding.
no.
Okay, so
Rock's fall, everybody does.
Do I roll
were they
for
supposed to
moving now?
save during their turn or anything, or they do it now, right?
I don't remember. Hold on.
I think it just happens at the beginning of your turn, or after you move it.
On each of your turns after you cast it, use an action to move the beam 60 feet in any direction. So, yeah, just leave it on them, I guess.
Yeah, no need to move. This was Constitution 13, I believe. One pass, one fail. You want to just roll 3d10 for damage? Oh, you did it right here.
I did it, yeah.
13. Okay, 19. Perfect. So one takes 19.
Wait,
Hold on.
hold it. And then...
Boom.
Is that an action?
No, because you didn't move it, it's not an action. That just happens. You still have your action. To move it
Okay.
is an action.
Gotcha. What do we got? Guiding bolt? Yeah, I mean, not the greatest, but going for this.
Damn it.
Smart.
Okay, I mean, yeah. A 10 is not going to do the trick, unfortunately.
Okay, so you're going off of the roll, not the damage roll.
Yeah, because you're d20, 5 plus 5, 10, which is not bad. For guiding bolt. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it. Hold on, let me make sure. Actions. I think I used both of my wild shapes. Oh. Nope, that's an action. Good to go.
Nebuchadnezzar's up next.
Nebby.
Oh,
Feeling a lot
Nebs.
better about himself.
Way better, bruh. Okay. At this point, this is getting interesting. They're in a beat of force.
There's also an empty bead of force.
Okay, so Phineas is kind of like guarded over there. What's my movement speed? Speed 0 feet.
So it just
So
it is
Nebby-
where
Ne-
it is.
Nebby don't move.
Wait, what? No,
No,
beholders
they
can-
have to be able to move.
Speed 0. Fly 20 feet.
Yeah, so
Okay,
there you
Hover
go.
20 feet. Okay.
0. What the fuck?
I was like, wait a minute.
I've been here my whole life.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah. I
Please
don't
until my
know,
boss
hold
was
on.
sleeping.
Looking. Alright, fuck it. Nebby's going 3 eye rays. Is this guy dead? What's going on with him?
Nope, he was the one that was stunned. He's not stunned anymore.
Alright, he's target number 1.
Alright.
Sleep.
Alright. Wisdom is
Going,
not
he's
strong
going
suit.
night night.
With a natural 19 minus 1, I will pass that. Oh, it's not minus 1, it's plus 0. Ooh. He's not asleep. The cheese elemental underneath him is still asleep, though.
Oh, right. That one went to sleep. Alright, this next
Forgot it was
one's
there.
going for
Yeah,
this.
it's down there.
For that, portal. The big portal that's still fully living.
Okay. 9. Disintegration ray. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, that's fine. That's powerful enough to just destroy the portal. It's enough
Oh,
magical
no.
energy, so the portal dissipates.
I think Rorden is gonna maybe get it again.
Yeah, give it to him. He's already fucking really scared of you.
Nebby can
Okay.
Oh,
Charm.
he's taking a 1 to the face? Oh
So now he's
let's go.
scared
Come on. Come on.
and hopefully charmed.
Oh, I
Oh
rolled a
my
natural
God.
five.
Full
five.
control of his emotions. Jesus H. Tap dancing. Christmas.
This is good. Things have gotten a little out of hand here.
He's basically married to it now.
Or be
Yeah,
charmed.
yeah, that's
but
that's
he
it.
doesn't know.
They're just married.
So what does
It's-
charm entail?
The charmed creature can attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. So essentially, he's gonna act the same. He's just not mad at the beholder. In fact, he really likes the beholder.
But
It's
he's
like
scared
his-
of him as well.
Yeah. So yes, he's also super scared of the beholder and can't get closer to him. But it's also like
Interesting.
his best friend.
It's that fear respect.
This is a power dynamic. Damn.
Bro.
This is something going on here. Alright, you know what?
That's how people are supposed to feel about Gordon Gamsey. That's not how he's supposed to feel about your beholder. What the fuck is happening? I hate this game. I hate you guys. You're not
Love
even like
you.
friends. That was
Love
good. Alright.
you.
So yeah, that was savage. Yeah. So yeah, he's your friend, but also is scared of you.
Okay.
That's the 3
And,
eye rays. What is Nebby gonna move at all? You can turn the eye ray off if you desire, just so you know.
One might call him a friend with benefits.
One might. I think Nugbug kind of realizes that. Well, I don't know actually. At this point, Nugbug can't see what's going on over there.
Nope. Yeah, Nugbug, I mean, the Beholder's actions are based off that, plus his own. Even the Beholder can't technically see what's going on around the corner, because if he could, that it wouldn't be happening. So,
I think he's gonna stay where he is.
okay. Nebby
To go.
Knaby. Griff's up
Oh,
next.
boy.
Griff. Guys, Griff is having a hard time. He has to accept that his daughter, while scared and admit she was wrong, is still her own person and is out here doing her thing. And it's difficult for him because I think everybody here, if we know one thing about Griff Gruffington, we know that he loves his daughter, right? Now, his wisdom, insight, passive is 15. He's really wise, so he's gonna have a long, hard think about it. And I think if anybody was actually watching Griff, it'd be like that moment where he's like sad and distraught that Jenny turned herself into the dragon from Gruffington 1-2. And then he realizes that that's the Gruffington 1-2 now. And he kind of gets a devious smile on his face. And he jumps up onto the wall where he's at in the corner, so he's up near the ceiling with his claws, doing a signature thing. He will recast Hunter's Mark onto the elemental, the thing that, the golem that Jenny was attacking. That spell slot. And finding renewed vigor within himself, he will attack with his bow. All right, let's do this, Griff. He gets a +12 off. First one misses, and the second one misses. Oh no, +12. 8 + 12 is 20. Fuck yeah. The second one hits.
Okay.
Thank God. Griff couldn't handle this right now. Did it do 1d8 + 4? Just not a lot of damage. I'm gonna also plus a d8 because of the thing. 2d8 + 4, technically. So 13 damage to this thing. And yeah, Griff seems happy with that as he's like, I've got you, Jenny. I'll watch your back. He's coming to terms with the fact that he has to let go, but also, he's here to save his daughter, so it's like, she should be not acting a fool. But that's up to her, whatever. I mean, it's up to me, actually. It doesn't matter. Okay, the constructs are up next. This one is stone. It doesn't do anything. The one that's right next to Nebby Knebi and the Sphinx, seeing everything going down with them, is going to, roll up on Nebby Knebi and keep going at him because golems don't like that. The other two here, one's going to attack Jenny. The other one is still going to attack Iris, who is right in front of him. But we'll probably save that damage roll for next week. All right, so one golem on Nebby Knebby. This is going to be 2 attacks. Okay. He doesn't hit. The one against Jenny is a dragon. Okay, that's out of control. One of those does hit. I really need to roll a little bit better. That's fine. I'm literally rolling like sub 5 on 3 out of 4 dice just now, and I gotta be honest with you guys, I didn't like it at all. 11 damage to the dragon form, pretty much undoing the healing she took. Okay, and then we'll save the one that's attacking Iris for next week, because she'll probably be here. Okay, cool. Boom. Oh, 12:01. So, do you guys want to call it here on Phineas' turn?
Nah,
We
do
can
Phineas'
open it
turn.
next week.
Could we whip it down through Ray and Sargoth? You think in like 20 minutes?
Yeah, we can.
Probably do it.
Alright,
next
let's do it.
time.
I just wanted a week to think about what Phineas would do, guys.
I
Okay,
Yeah, no,
so
fuck it. I want to know now.
I can't wait to attack.
Phineas facing you down, Fetha. He's looking quite injured despite the cloak billowing about him. He sees Ray in the box, and he likely heard the death cry of Teardrop Muse. He looks towards the orb where Sargoth is, and he looks at you, Fetha. And he goes, "You know, I think it's kind of funny because some people, they want to act like they're your friend, and they make these grand plans with you, and they don't share certain parts about it, right? And they think that they can turn on you at the last minute, and you're going to be surprised about it, right? Well, Sargoth, that's not happening this time, right? Because I know these people here, I know they don't recognize me, and I know that they recognize you. I know what you did. I know what you were planning to do. And I'm not gonna be your victim. Do you understand me, Sargoth? You're supposed to work for me. I'm the leader. You're the follower. What you're trying to do right now is out of pocket. So you know what I think? What I really think? Mr. Evil Wizard? I think that you can fuck off and you can stay here with these people. And what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking leave. Good luck. So yeah, Phineas is gonna cast teleport on himself, and he's gonna disappear.
What a little bitch.
Where once
Little
a moment in front of you, Fetha, stood a haggard enemy, a cloak billowing about him. Now just a poof of fairy dust. Now, to consider the implications of what Phineas said, I think Fetha, you were at the Aggie fight. You were underneath the tree in Bjork Park in the cult of never-ending music.
Mm-hmm.
And Phineas was never there. Phineas was never mentioned. He wasn't a person you fought, right? There was never a Sphinx involved. What does that have to do with it? What was Phineas just talking about? What was supposed to happen that didn't happen? It's hard to say right now. At any rate, that's Phineas's turn. Peepop, you're up. You made a disastrous clamor last turn. Disastrous clamor, but nothing bad has happened since. So I think you're still like frozen in that spot of like lots of noise. And now
He's
it's
still
your turn.
staggered a little bit, yeah. Would he
No, I
have
mean you're fine now. But
noticed
like,
anything
when everything
shiny on
started
the ground?
happening, I imagine you would just froze, and you're just like waiting for the noise to stop.
Yeah. And of course, because he's
The
tiny,
noise
the
goes on
sound is
for-
just amplified.
The noise goes on for 18 seconds. That's 3 rounds of combat. Just kidding.
Does
keep
Peepop
knocking shit
notice
over.
anything shiny from the weapon racks or anything?
No, this room had been sufficiently looted by you guys already. There's definitely nothing of
Okay.
value in here. I mean, you could get
Got it.
common weapons if you want, but you've been over it. There's nothing magical, nothing cool. You already got shit out of here.
Okay. So, I think Peepop's gonna take a brave look. He's gonna try and stay hidden though. So can I stealth while I take a look outside?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll another stealth, and then you can move yourself.
14.
Yeah, I mean, you feel hidden.
Okay. Peepop
Are you?
just moves. I feel hidden. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely hidden. I'm also very tiny.
Bro, how good
Yeah.
of friends would Peepop and Henry be? Oh my god.
He
Peepop
would
could
probably
ride
ride
Henry.
Henry.
Bro.
Like half face and Trent.
Bro, straight up.
Oh, Trent the shaky skelly boy. No.
I'm sorry.
I miss them both, honestly.
Oh my god. So Peepop looks out, and he just sees chaos. He just
Yeah, you're
sees
8
a dragon.
inches tall. There's a dragon. To you, it's
There's a fucking
massive-
dragon to my
No,
left.
it's an
The
ancient
dragon is so much
it's an
bigger.
ancient dragon.
To you, it's like a massive ancient dragon. It's the
It's
size of
fucking
Tiamat to you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
dude.
He's so
Peepop looks
big.
to his left. He just sees just salami golems and dragons,
Hopper
and he
Bahamut
sees the
and
Sphinx.
fucking Salami Goliaths.
Yeah.
You went from a room with a dead Sphinx in it to find a room with a dead Sphinx in it,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit.
but also full of just violence. Yeah.
He's just looking around and he goes, "What the fuck happened?
Holy shit!
And-
What the fuck
Holy
happened over
shit!
here?
What the fuck is going on?"
Yes, Peepop. Pork chop
I was getting a
sandwiches.
little
You
feedback.
get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck
Fucking
out of
idiot.
here. What do you think?
He looks one way, he looks the other way, and sees a Rock Sasha and a tiny robot, and he's just
You see a
completely
celebrity
confused.
chef and a tiny robot.
Okay, celebrity chef and a tiny robot, and he's even more confused now.
Roll history to see if you know who Rorden Gamsey is.
Okay,
He has 16 fantasy Michelin stars. Of course you know who he is.
16.
DC
He's 16.
There you go. You know exactly who he is. You
Uh,
love his content. You fucking love it. You have a
A
scrying
global
marble.
culinary empire.
He's like, "What the fuck does this chef have to do with this shit? I thought we were coming down here to steal something. I got kidnapped. I don't fucking like
Peepop
this.
doesn't even want to be here yet.
I don't even want to be here right now."
Didn't join the party ever, but he's here. Okay, so what's Peepop gonna do with this information?
Honestly, he's overwhelmed. He doesn't know what to do.
I believe it. I
Let's see, how much
believe.
movement do I have?
Believe that.
I believe that.
Believe.
Uh,
You could throw a dagger at somebody or some shit.
Is Alisaria still in her
Basically,
tiger form?
You've
No.
used your movement. You've used a bonus action to hide. You can do anything with an action, but if you use an action to attack, you'll be not hidden anymore.
Right.
No,
And
she's
you
not
have,
a saber
and you
tooth
have
tiger.
like 1 hit point. Do you have a potion on you could chug?
I have 12 hit points right now.
Okay.
Alright, so he's just gonna step back to this wall over here and put his back against the wall and just breathe to take it in for a second. And that's it. He's just gonna hold off, man. Like, he's
Oh my God.
just.
Hold
I'm
his
so
passive
overwhelmed with
perception
what to
is
do with him.
11. He does not see the GI Joe. Would Holden,
He's-
okay, now here's a question. Would Holden like feel all the people that he healed when he cast it? Would he know like how many people he healed?
You would have healed Peepop for another 12, wouldn't you?
Oh,
No, no.
do you
Would
need
that
line
have
of
counted?
sight?
No,
No.
no. I
Wouldn't
think
you
I
have
do,
to at least be
actually.
aware of
I
the- I
do-
think you have to at
I
least be,
do.
like,
Yeah,
aware.
Yeah. Let me look at it.
But obviously, even if you don't even line of sight, you have to be aware of their presence, and Holden
Yeah.
would have like
Call
zero
out you call out
reference for
words of
Peepop's existence.
restoration that must be heard. Up to 6 creatures of your choice you can see. I have to see them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to see
Okay,
them.
okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, Peepop's just gonna hide along the wall and catch his breath because his heart is pounding even faster now after seeing everything going on.
Okay. Ray, it's your turn. You are in the Kloosterfug here. God, this is. Oh no, you're not in the Kloosterfug. You're outside of the Kloosterfug.
Yeah, he's
Oh
saved.
fuck yeah! Show us what you got, dude. The Sphinx just went down. Phineas disappeared, but like Sargoth is in the Kloosterfug. So is your wife.
Do y'all
Your
know
past
that?
wife. And
that
your dead
meme
self
of
is on the
the-
ground next to you. So
the
like you're
meme of
definitely
the
having a
road
moment.
rage guy, like punching.
I would like you to
window?
also know, Zach, that if you're talking, you might be muted. You do with that information what you will.
Yep, I was. Okay.
Correct that.
Hey!
Didn't mean to talk over you, but
So I can't really do anything with the sphere. Well,
so you've had one of these objects on you. You've used one before, not just in this fight. So I think you're aware of the fact that the sphere, no matter what's inside of it, only weighs 1 pound.
yeah.
You also
You
know
also
that
get
there's
the
an
impression that if
anti-magic
the
field.
sphere rolls past the edge here, it's gonna go away.
What
Yeah,
edge?
for sure.
Oh, you mean
Like
into,
if it rolls into the field. Yeah.
If you
Okay.
monkey ball us into the fields, we'll spill out onto the ground.
Yeah, so I can't.
Which
I
might
can't
be something you
soccer ball
want,
kick
though.
it into the portal.
Well, I don't think you do that. Your past wife is in there,
I know.
and like I think you would have saw her fall as she went in. But like you could still choose to do that, yes. But if it goes into the anti magic, it'll disappear. But you know that could be good for you.
So
'Cause you could
picking
burn her
picking
fool.
this orb up. Is that a bonus action, a free action, an action?
It's hard. It's a 10-foot orb. It only weighs 1 pound, but it's 10 feet across.
You might
Right.
have to
So like
angle around
that
it
is-
and then like use movement to push it.
you're gonna have to like roll it onto your back or something. Yeah, it's
Well,
not.
It says,
and
you could
it's
probably
not
the
roll
easier.
sphere
it.
can be picked up.
Oh, so
And it's only
it is
1
1 pound, so it's a big ass.
It's only 1 pound, but it's
So you
still
could just be
exactly. It's
like-
still so big.
It's a beach ball.
It says the
But yeah, a
sphere can
bonus
be
action
picked
to
up.
take control of it. That's fine, and it won't make you half movement or anything because it's only 1 pound.
Okay, so I'd like to pick it up and then move 12.1 feet into the anti-magic
Precision.
field.
Okay, so how do you pick it up? Like this, or do you put it on your back? You just pick it up in your front.
Like
kind of pick it up on the front and like just turn 90 degrees, just waddle over.
As soon as you turn to the left,
out
it
in
fucking
front of you?
dissipates.
Oh, okay, okay.
Pops.
Yeah, because as soon as it hits the anti-magic field, it's dispelled. So that's what I'm saying. Like they're all gonna basically end up like right. Like they're all
Adjacent
gonna
to
be
you,
like
yeah.
right here on top of your former corpse, which makes it even funnier. There's literally just a pile now.
Okay, so
A cuddle
I'm gonna,
puddle of all this. Okay,
gonna
yeah. So
single
everybody
out-
spills out in front of you. They're all right there. It's
I'm gonna
chaotic for
single
sure.
out, Sargoth.
He's coughing and sputtering. He's in the anti-magic ray. He seems a lot less threatening right now.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna punch his head twice.
Yep.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
Oh.
Okay, so
Ooh, okay.
boy, 20 and a 26 both hits, so he's gonna take 18 damage. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I mean, he's like wheezing hard. His throat seems maybe collapsed. He is super on the verge of death right now. Absolutely.
Okay, I know he's gonna do some sketchy shit.
He
so-
can't. He can't. He's in the anti-magic field, bro. He can't do dick.
Yeah, he literally
Can't do
can't.
Fuck
shit
his
right now.
ass.
No, he's gonna do a backflip or something.
He's
What?
prone-
No way.
He's prone
That
with
is
a
so
samurai
fucking cool.
and a Freedy.
Hold on, no. Hold on,
He's
hold
gonna
on.
teleport.
Retcon. Sargoth does
He
a
can't.
backflip. He can't. Well, you could do a backflip, but he can't teleport.
He can't teleport.
Also, he's an old man wizard. He can't do a fucking backflip.
He's gonna
Not
chug
What's
without
your
magic.
character? You designed it. Can Sargoth do backflips? Well, can you? I mean, he's on the verge of death.
Okay, I'm gonna use 3 key for Quivering Palm. So his throat is gonna start vibrating.
Uh-oh. We hate this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Then I'll end my
Really
turn.
don't like
Ray,
this.
Ray,
No.
before you end your turn, do you want to say anything to Thanari, who's like in a position to maybe grab him so he can't move when it's her turn?
Oh, yeah. Make sure this fucker doesn't run.
Now, he does go first. Thanari doesn't know this, but she's ready. Oh my god.
It's okay. So, boom. Basically, next
Oh
up
my
is the
God.
Afridi, who
Yep.
was gonna finish off Sargoth with some cool message like, "My master sends his regards. You should never have thought of betraying him." But as it turns out, as soon as the orb pops, the Afridi pops as well, because he's super magical. So the orb, you pick up the orb, you turn 90 degrees, everybody falls out, but in that fallout, you see the Afridi just
Like, probably
and he's
draw
just
its
gone from the battle.
sword and then just, like, ash.
It's ready to
Yeah.
go, but it's just like and it's just gone. So the Afridi no longer exists, which means it's Sargoth's turn. Sargoth is laying on the ground, choking for breath, feeling the vibrations in his throat. He turns to you, Thanari, and he goes, "You must save me. Promise. You can make your greatest wishes come true. Anything you want, anything you desire through time. If you'll just get me out of here, drag me out of this beam and use my magic, I can assure you, I will take care of you. I will." Is a persuasion check
Can I
necessary?
respond? Can I respond?
Yes.
Any wish I want. It's right at my
Yes.
It's right at my fingertips. And she's just gonna bring the blade towards his neck.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, I mean, he can't even crawl away from you guys because like the op attacks will 100% he will die. Fuck. This is Kate.
Do you
I
want to
just
do
wanted to let
this
you know.
now? Do you want to just do this now,
No,
or do you want to
you're
have
not
another
cool.
round of combat happen?
No, I mean, you're gonna do it on your turn. I mean, he basically. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I don't even think like he would
And
think
can,
or be
if I
capable
could
in this moment
describe
of trying to like
physically
melee
what
attack
Thanari
with his
does,
staff.
but like Jenny needs to do her thing first. But
Would you? I mean, if you want to, yeah, we can. Well, no, yeah, that's fine. So Sargoth very pathetically ends his turn. Like, he probably just pissed his pants. He was begging for mercy from a stranger who just put their sword up to his throat. He knows that he's fucked. Jenny is a dragon. She's just gonna fucking
Do dragon
tear
things.
hats on this elemental right in front of her. No, Kitty, get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, cat. No, I don't like you.
no,
Sorry, I love cats. She's
not
not
now.
allowed in here.
yeah.
Yeah, not now. It's not cool. Yeah, Jenny's gonna go all dragon motherfucker. Yeah, where is this? Okay, boom, boom, bang. 1 bite, 2 claw. All right, +7. 11 + 7, 17 is a miss. +7. Okay, one of those hits with a dirty 20. Trash.
Finally.
9 + 4 is 13. Golem takes 13 damage. This one golem that you guys have been fucking up a lot, the one right in front of Jenny, it's definitely on the verge of death. Closer than, well, except for yeah, it doesn't matter. Boom, that is Jenny's turn. I guess the dragon could cast a spell. It's not gonna do that. All right, Thanari, it's your turn.
Thanari stands up from prone and looks at Ray. And raises her eyebrows.
Ray, do you react to this at all? If you're already doing it, you might be muted.
He just I mean, she just raises her eyebrows.
Like in like, do I do this? Do you, like basically asking you at like one warrior to another?
Can I
Do I-
fell your foe?
Can I end him, or is it yours?
Oh no, it's mine. I just said to hold him, make sure he goes nowhere.
Okay, so that being said, the action taken is going to be. I think it's got to be a grapple. Let me just look at what I have available. Okay, grapple is an option. Let me see if anything I have
Should've-
gives me advantage on it. It does not. Okay. So she will make an attempt to grapple Sargoth. So I believe
Pose
that's a
strength?
strength check or strength saving
Dirty
throw?
20.
Check or saving throw?
I don't know. Dirty
Wait,
20.
hold on. No, hold on.
If it's
hold
a
on.
saving throw.
If we're
18
doing-
if it's a check.
If we're doing this,
All right, let's
we're
Google it
looking up
for
how
me.
we do it.
Grappling.
Make a grapple check instead of an attack roll. A strength athletics check contested by the target's athletics or acrobatics. So I get athletics, I get a +2.
And this is
Not-
a check?
Not super good. Yeah, it's a check. And then yours is acrobatics or athletics to oppose.
What
I
I
got-
rolled in
I got a
natural 18, I'm gonna
15
re-roll it
plus
because
2,
I want to fail
which
it.
is a 17.
I'm doing acrobatics +1. I rolled a natural 1. I'm super fucking grappled.
Okay.
Like,
so okay.
like,
now
okay,
I'll just
you
can I
bondage
just
tied
desc-
me.
No. Can I describe just how it
Bondage
grapples?
tied
Right?
me.
So she like shoots an arm across his chest and digs it with the other arm to get him in like a rear naked choke, and then she gets him like slides him onto his butt. She gets on her knees behind him, holding him by the neck, facing with his head towards the ground, sitting on his butt with his head, his arms akimbo next to him, maybe trying to like pull the chokehold off. That's where she ends her turn.
Fucked up. Wow. Well, that's a great place to end tonight, as it's
That's
EOS.
fantastic, bro. Tonight was fucking
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Oh my god, that was insane. I loved
Yeah.
it. My heart was pounding in several moments. I was so in it.
Guys, I think I might have PTSD indeed.
I mean, I'm
This week was not okay.
PTSD.
All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Oh,
oh my god, you
I
guys.
didn't. Guys. Oh my
Did you
gosh.
ever expect it to go this way, Cole?
No. This is not. Well, no. I mean, this is a contingency I kind of thought of because it's not even what I thought of. There's a lot going on here.
And the
You
fight's
guys
not
kind
over
of,
either.
you know,
There's a rock
fight's
Sasha.
not over.
No,
yeah,
it's not
there's still a
over.
rock Sasha, but like, it's rough in these streets.
If Holden can
I
get
was-
over there, we can shackle this motherfucker.
Gotta knock him out.
Gotta be incapacitated.
Oh, you have the bag now. No. Okay.
But that's
Please
the thing.
don't take
Oh, you know
all
what?
of my named baddies.
Damn,
from
you know
me.
what I could have done? And like, I don't want
Why?
to retcon it because I
You're
like
gonna fuck
our
up my
ending
whole
too much. No,
roster.
Listen, because in the rules as
Sorry.
written, you can declare an attack to be non-lethal. So I could have just attacked him twice and say it's non-lethal, and like knocked
No,
him the fuck
nigga,
out.
this dude Ray asked you to restrain
No,
him.
we did it. I was just thinking mathematically, like, if I missed the grapple, I had a much better chance to hit him than to grapple him. But this is fucking crazy. Holy fuck.
Dude, this is nuts.
So yeah, Thanari's sword is sheathed, and she's in like a chokehold on him.
Teardrop Muse didn't want to die.
Mm-hmm. It shouldn't have been an
Dude,
evil
drop
stink.
Muse, yeah, should
Fuck you guys. No,
Well,
fuck
here,
you.
I also don't think she was evil. I think what we did was really tampering with just like a cohesive and non fucked up timeline. Like we did that, and the Sphinx had to respond. But this particular Sphinx feels like a weird traitor. I still don't quite understand the Sphinx on Sphinx killing that we saw before, which makes me think like
So
Teardrop Muse may have had some kind of motivations that when she saw like the outcome of her actions was like, oh fuck, not only am I not super cool with what these people want to do, I also don't want to fucking die. So like it makes sense in like the way it
well,
played out.
let me speak on that real quick because I
Should
thought
we
that
should
some
we
of
wrap
this
it
had-
up?
No, but yeah, that's fine. I mean, yeah, because we'll get full disclosure soon on everything. But yeah, what you said is, Billy, I mean this in no bad way, 100% not the case, even a
Thank
little bit.
God.
So, just so you know, that was like way off the mark, which is fine, and hopefully you guys will figure it out. If not, I'll tell you one time when I'm drunk and just want to tell you what the whole deal was here.
Yes.
But yeah, there's a lot going on, and most of it you guys haven't really. I mean, there's been hints towards it, but you guys haven't super duper. Yeah, whatever. Yes, let's take it out. How is everybody feeling overall? Let's do this. Let's go around the group, scale of 1 to 5. How do you feel about things right now? Let's start with Lightbringer Eos. Okay, Fetha, scale of 1 to 5. How does Fetha feel about things right now?
I would say Fetha feels like I would say a 3. You know, he feels pretty good that he, you know, was able to help out enough to keep everybody safe, but he didn't like the fact that Phineas got away. There's also
Yeah,
he
yeah.
also knows there's nothing he can do about that. But also, what really sparked his brain was what Phineas said to Sargoth.
Yeah.
These guys don't recognize me. Who the fuck could it have been down there with us? And my only thought in my head right now is that it was a Lightbringer undercover or somebody else that I don't remember that was with us.
The Wondrous
we were
Woman,
down there.
Super Dude. Who the fuck is it?
Well, okay.
Also,
I love that. I love that energy.
Here's my deep conspiracy, but it doesn't pan out. My first conspiracy was, oh, it's Mayor Gieri, but it doesn't pan out.
What?
He wasn't there until later on. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I just thought that because
interesting.
it was just completely out of the blue and not something that anyone would expect.
Yeah, heard that. Spruce, 1 to 5. How are you feeling about things right now?
Better, not great. So probably 3, 2. I'm just hiding.
Heard that. Heard that. You're not hiding. You're standing out in the open at this point, but I like it. I like the energy. I like it a lot. Nugbug, scale of 1 to 5. How you feel about everything right now? Probably a lot better now that one of these things next to you turned to stone.
Yeah.
But you and Alice are at both.
I'd say 4 or 5. A little bit
What-
sad that Holden didn't restore me, but
Heard that.
doesn't matter at this point.
Well, I mean, maybe that could still happen.
Oh yeah, it can.
Okay,
And
there's still plenty of
if
fight to go.
if I could speak to that, the only reason it didn't happen is because it's on touch.
It's rough. It's rough in these streets.
Happens to be.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Nice.
feeling good.
What's your hit points at, Nugbug?
Like 30 something. 39.
That's insane. Okay.
Yeah.
Heard that. Wow. You went through like a full health bar so fast. In, like,
Oh my
literally,
Yeah.
god.
Like,
from
less
casting
than 30
spells.
seconds. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's insane. Okay. Heard that. Nice. Royden Gamsey is upset. He is here with his friend. He's
Nebby.
really scared of his friend, who's a beholder. But he's still really mad at everybody else. He just is like, boy, that is a scary friend of mine right there. So that's weird for him. Young Dad, how are you feeling about everything scale 1 to 5? So Royden's like a 2 at best. He's a 1.
Yeah, I'd say Young Dad's probably about a 2 raging because she had a rough
Oh,
night
shit.
of swings and she was mad that she wasn't doing as good as she probably should have. But you know, she made up for it in the end. But with everything going on and the fact that there is still so much chaos, definitely just frustrated because there's so much out of control.
Yeah, I think I feel that. I mean, what did you think about what I said earlier? Do you think that, I mean, this is all narrative. It's just for you to decide. Do you think that maybe just this creature was so like, it's just like you were impressed by it? Do you think that you're just having a bad night? Maybe you drank too much last night? I mean, what's going on with Young Dab? In your
No,
opinion, it's up
I
for you to
like
decide.
I like the idea of it being that the creature is just so much more experienced and legendary. It's the fact that
Sure.
Young Dab couldn't hit it is like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen. Gonna pull
They're
out
also, I
evasive
mean, they're
resets
also
last
masters of time, so maybe it knew you were about to strike and it just moved its little booty a little bit to dodge the attack.
minute.
Okay, very
Maybe.
cool. Well, the good news is there's still plenty of big, large, meaty, literally meaty bad guys in the room for you to take your anger out on. So that's
Oh
nice.
yeah, plenty of targets.
But Sean, how does Haliax feel on a scale of 1 to 5 about everything right now?
Just wants to murder everything.
That's a 5. Heard that.
Yeah. Salami sandwiches.
How's Holden?
Soprasada
Yeah.
boards.
So you're
charcuterie.
trying to make a sandwich right now. There's cheese available. You can get some meat.
Heliax is
You're
just hungry.
lacking of bread.
Just need bread.
You just need bread. Yeah. Or a cutting board. You can do a charcuterie. It'd be disgusting, but yeah. All right, how's Holden feeling about everything? Scale 1 to 5.
Holden, so this session, Holden was face to face with Rorden, hasted himself, burnt Rorden's balls, ran as far as he could and hit. And then all he could think to do next turn was to what worked when we were at our absolute on our heels the most, when we were the most fucked, what brought us back? Curing a legendary creature. So he decided to throw a heal at the Beholder. Judging by the reaction from the DM and the Sphinx running away, he feels pretty good. We'll call it a 3.5. Because he's still,
I should have just
naked.
damaged
And,
Young
like,
Dab or
everything
something.
around him is sharp and rusty, so that's not great. But yeah, he's doing alright.
Yeah.
Fenari actually is, really hyped and has this wonderful feeling where like your muscles are so tired, but you cross the finish line and you're about to get such a righteous piece of justice probably all over you. She's ready to see this old man see his skull collapse. She's excited.
Heard that. Wow. Fuck. Oh god. The Sphinx is dead, so. Alisario, 1 to 5. How do you feel about everything right now?
Pretty good. A little bit scared, but confident. Her and her sister are gonna make it out of this.
Heard that. Nebby
Thankfully,
Knappy,
to
1 to
the
5.
specials, the
We're
special
By the
people.
way, we're going on a boat home, sister. This is over. We're the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're done.
I think you did your quest.
Yeah. Nebby is just a blob and ready to do whatever Notebook says.
Also, is there a time restriction on how long Nebby is our homie?
That's a great question.
I think it's an hour.
Right.
So you're fine.
We'll have to strike a deal.
Griff is like a 2. He's really upset that Jenny didn't, do what he wanted to do. But he's also, with his wisdom, starting to accept that, like, he's seen she's capable, and even though she fucked up, she's here to make amends for it. And, that's good. Jenny is, like, way out of the cone of danger right now. Which is good for you guys.
Can I say
Nala, not so much. Nala is unconscious on the ground.
Jenny earned her stripes, in my opinion, this session. As bad as my attitude was last time, I'm really like.
Oh, you're not gonna kill her now?
No, I was never gonna kill her, but I'm really down with that family. Like the G family seems pretty cool.
the Gruffingsons they're good people, man. Okay, so actually we forgot this. Ray, Zach, I need you to roll a death save for Ray and a death save for Nala. Back during your turn.
Oh, what the? Hold on.
Yeah. So we'll say that was Ray. That's another failure. So he's a 2 and 2. And you have Nala, which is a 7. That's a failure. She's at 1 fail. Heard that. Okay.
Would the mass heal have hit Ray? Probably not.
No, I think he was in the beam.
No, the beam was up. Yep.
Yeah, the beam is still up. So, and if the beam goes down, I wouldn't let it go down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Ray's feeling like, oof, we did those saves. Sargoth, he's at like a 0 out of 5. He is, yeah, this is not how this was supposed to go. He was supposed to leave this place and do things. Jenny is like a 5 out of 5. She's a fucking dragon. She feels more powerful than she's ever felt in her life before. So that's good. That's nice for her. Which is cool because she was definitely in a low like 2 combat turns ago. So, you know, she's coming out of it. She's trying to have a transformation and make amends. And we talked about Thanari, who's about to get justice all over her, which is such a good way to phrase that. Awesome, guys. Anybody, any other closing thoughts?
You
No.
know,
I'm in shock.
I feel like this scenario, comeuppance seems appropriate just for us as far as using the wish spell. I'm really like happy with obviously how it turned out for us, but not just in the way that like, oh, we killed the bad guys, but it felt that every single choice we made was so important, and I think that's all Cole's doing, like straight up. I think the only reason it felt scary and that we were on our fucking P's and Q's is because you set it up in such a way. So, you know, shouts out to you, brother. That's fucking amazing. And it feels like we sparked, like, not an end game, but a, like, if we're talking about this in video game terms, like, we did the hardest fight on purpose. Basically.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's, yeah. But yes, I mean, it can get worse than this, but yeah, no, this is
Totally.
I turned it up real hard, but that beholder, guys, I'm not. Oh my god.
That's when some shit from 8
I
months
think
ago
that,
comes back to bite you. Like, oh, those teeth seem cool, and then like, oh,
I know the
fuck.
teeth seem cool. That's
Fuck,
not that.
we have a
overpowered.
beholder.
You've only
Christmases
used it
ago.
now. You've only used it now to finish off 2 bosses, like 2
Yeah.
boss fights. You've only used it now to literally succeed in 2 different boss level scenarios.
Do you understand?
Because remember the
Do you
unicorn?
understand one of the teeth that went in that hasn't been sewn?
You don't. Yeah.
He doesn't.
What?
Doesn't
Is
matter,
it, is it
man.
a Sphinx?
No, that's some shit for when we're level 20. Straight up. It's really good.
Oh, these teeth. I tried to take the teeth, and you
Did.
guys beheaded a man in the streets.
Fuck Steve.
This beholder is
Steve.
Mary's uncle or brother.
I just hope that next time you get 1 commoner.
So
That would be so much fun.
Sargoth is basically beauty, bro. He's in the eye of the beholder. Good night.
God damn it,
BB.
Billy. God damn it, Billy.
I just okay. Let's
Well,
end this
That,
stream there.
that was beautiful,
Hey,
bro.
you know what?
That was great.
D&D's canceled going forward. We're just not going to play anymore.
Stream's
Thank you
canceled.
so
Game's
much. That was it.
canceled. No more
We made
D&D.
it. Guys,
We did
congrats.
it.
High fives. We did it. We got him. We got him.
This has been another wonderful presentation of the Monday Night Balladeers, bringing you League of Justice, DM'd by my best friend, Cole Miller, running us through fucking hell and back in Veranos. We also had our buddy Footy playing Fetha and Peepop. We had our buddy Nugbug playing Alasaria and Nugbug. We had our buddy Zach playing Ray and Ray. We had myself playing Holden and Thanari. We had our friend Kate piloting the unflappable Yugdab. We also have our buddy Sean piloting Spruce Stringbean, who we thought was a rogue, and Haliax, who fucked up a Sphinx and nearly killed it.
What? That
I
didn't
don't
happen.
think we missed much, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Dude,
See you
Hey,
next
just
week.
remember out there, we'll see you next week. If you're talking and nobody's listening, you might be muted.
Oh, might be muted.
fucking
Favorite dice.
fantastic.
Monday Night Mutineers.
The
Oh,
Monday Night
hey.
Mutineers. Oh my god,
Oh,
Sean.
you guys. What are you guys gonna do to Sargoth?
Hang him by his
This is
entrails.
crazy. This is insane.
Wait, Ray's gonna punch him and
Right.
he's just going to explode into pink mist.
Can we make a cape out of him?
Yeah. Oh shit, here they come. Next time I stub my toe, I'm gonna scream, "Oh, Bob Saget." Cole, thank you so much for putting all this work into this game. I'm having way too much fun playing this, and I have done more research on D&D than I ever did for studying in school. It's guaranteed.
Good. I mean, that's.
Just so you know, you
let's
were
not
like
talk about that, but I
one
mean,
attack from taking out the beholder.
Oh,
yeah, I know I was. I've been tracking his fucking HP the whole time, dude. I'm literally like, I'm so upset.
Can I
One
tell
I
you?
was
attack.
so
Can I
close
tell you
to having
guys?
my
I
fucking way.
ran
I'm-
to that position with no intention. It was just to get away from
Ah.
Rorden. And then I looked at my spells. I'm like, all right, I
Yeah.
can't hurt Rorden with any spell. I can't
Yeah,
hit
I
the
feel like I
Sphinx.
had.
The golems are under control. And then I saw heal, and I was like, bro, remember that time with the dragon?